Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to another edition of Oilers After Dark live game reaction. We are just waiting for the St. Louis LA game to conclude before we get to the Edmonton Washington game, as it is part of the Wednesday night TNT doubleheader. Washington comes in town with a 30-29-9 record. The Oilers have a 39-21-3 record. Right now, St. Louis is beating LA 3-1 with 3:40 left to go in that third period. Also, the Winnipeg Jets are losing 4-0 right now to Nashville. Could be 4-1. Oh, that's a high stick. Unfortunate for Iafallo. But we will have some bonus coverage as well tonight, as the Vancouver Canucks play tonight against the Colorado Avalanche. Since that game starts half an hour after the Oilers won, if there's still time left in that game, we will get you up to date on that one. At least catch the last little bit of it. Enjoy. Stream starts soon. It is 4-1 as Winnipeg does get that goal upheld. It looked a little high to me, but what do I know? How's it going, ladies and gentlemen and ladies? Again, this is game 64 of the 82-game Oilers season. I'm looking at Ovi and his gray hair. I don't think he's going to do much tonight. Just saying, for all those who love Ovi and think he's going to go off. He's not. I don't see Washington getting too many power plays, and that's usually the only time he gets a goal, is power plays or empty nets. And Washington's just not that good right now to be getting empty nets. 3:02 left to go in the LA-St. Louis game. Still a whopping 10 minutes left to go in the Winnipeg-Nashville game. Part of a Wednesday night doubleheader on the States and in Canada. Also for your viewing pleasure, Vancouver, Colorado at 8:30. Hopefully everybody is enjoying their evening. Why did that not change? Interessante. I joke. Luke Shen goes for the empty net, misses wide. Mrs. Wide, Martina McBride. You guys are a lovely, great group of people here. Hello, Lubo. Adam Henrique being interviewed by Gene Principe. No, thankfully it's not choppy for me. Hey, Carol, how's it going from Houston, Texas? Hopefully you guys are all having a great Wednesday evening. Goes on to his forehand. Hello.
You want this for your drink?
Sure, might as well. Might as well, so I don't have to two-hand be like that drinking it. Can't see what the label says. He's got that drink. Got the drink, got the light going. You're gonna protect your cow. That's terrible.
Well, tell me I'm wrong.
Accurate, but terrible. And I was your face. And now I'm a believer. What can I do for you? Well, then go to bed.
It's tempting, but I didn't get to do anything on my game like the last 2 days.
No, don't come to me when you're tired.
Don't forget we have to change the filter tomorrow.
We have what tomorrow?
Have to change the filter.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna, and you can't make me.
Well, then I will.
Good luck with that.
Not that difficult. Ow!
You will, alright. Hey, SMC, how are you doing? Oilers are just coming out for their pre-game right now. Game will start a little late thanks to TNT Dynamite. Gotta love Connor McDavid, eh? One minute remaining in the third period in the St. Louis-LA game. St. Louis 3, LA 1. Moving does suck. That's a loaded. It depends. It really does depend. For me, I think they could be, but not to in trouble to the point where they're going to be like Vegas and drop up down the standings drastically. I think in trouble to the point that if the Oilers just keep winning, the Oilers can catch them. St. Louis wins. St. Louis wins. Well, also it depends though, Lubo. How long do you think Demko's out? Because I'm hearing everything from 2 to 3 weeks to 6 to 8. If it is the latter 6 to 8, then yeah, I would be worried if I was Vancouver. Let's go hockey. How did you guys enjoy that Sunday game? That was pretty crazy, eh? He's okay. I think he's doing the little things that nobody sees. You know what I mean? He's doing the little things that nobody sees as he's doing really well. Dix.com? I don't think you want to be clicking on Dix.com. You might go to something else. Well, that's good news on the Demko front. But you're right, yeah, if it does get into April, the Vancouver could be in trouble. But he'd never know. DeSmith may play out his asshole and play really well, and they shouldn't be in trouble at all. That nutter would be BW. He's a good guy. That guy's a good guy. Wouldn't it be great tonight to see Brown score against his former team? Just one time. One goal, one time. Connor Brown, from out of nowhere, gets one goal. I still say Florida won the trade deadline, guys. I can't get past what they added. Oilers obviously added without taking away from their lineup, which is key considering they were really worried about messing with the chemistry in the locker room. Oh no, that's why he's a nutter. You're absolutely right. He's a nutter. But no, yeah, it's a huge congratulations to Robert Downey Jr. winning his first ever Oscar. I don't know how that guy hasn't won for his other roles that he's done. I agree there, Lubo. I agree. Now, if that's an empty netter that he's going down, he better not pass up on that empty netter. Because that's an empty net that you need, my friend. Look what empty netters have done for Fogle, for McLeod, for Hawkins. I think he's going to come back even if injuries don't happen. I think you're going to see Pickard play one or two more games, and then that's going to be it. Bring Campbell up before playoffs. If there's cap space. I don't know how the cap logistics is going to work. If not, bring him for playoffs. You run 3 goalies. What's the worst that can happen? You have 3 really good goalies? Or 1 goalie and 2 kind of backups? I don't know. I just still think there's still NHL time for Campbell. I honestly believe there's still NHL time for Campbell. I could be wrong, though. Puck drop is in 12 minutes according to TNT, so 11 and a half minutes for puck drop. SMC, I actually do have a picture you're talking about. I know exactly what picture you're talking about, and I actually do have it. Just a second. Let me do some computer magic here. I thought I had it. Just give me half a second here. I'm not going to say anything bad, but it's kind of crazy. I can't find that picture. Dang it. I know what picture you're talking about too. It's because that was Grant Fuhr's early days in Edmonton. And Warren Moon was just leaving Edmonton. No, I honestly don't see Ovi doing it now. It's probably just the asshole in me, but I just... You know what's crazy to me? They both have white wives. That's insane. A chance to chat, attached chance. 6.5 minutes till puck drop. They're talking to Evander Kane right now on TNT. TNT, it's dynamite. TNT, we're start the fight. There is a pick, yeah, there is. That's the crazy thing, is there definitely is a pick, and I'm surprised you know there's a pick. Who told you about this? No, it's crazy. That it was when Warren Moon was leaving Edmonton to go play for Houston, and Grant Fuhr was just coming to Edmonton to play for the Oilers. Wow, that'd be an interesting trade. I'd be all for that, but I honestly believe Ovi's going to get 20, 25 this year, and 20 next year, if that. I just don't see it, guys. And then we're going to have a lockout the year after, so he'll come short, and there's nothing wrong with coming short. I really don't like Paul Bissonnette, man. The guy's a snake. Yeah. No, yeah. No, absolutely. No, it was extreme bullshit the way that the NFL treated their black QBs, especially. That's probably why I didn't really I wasn't really around for much of it. And I'm glad it kind of changed in the 90s and 2000s that, hey, black quarterbacks are okay. Now it's become you don't even need to be a quarterback to play quarterback. Can you run a 40-yard dash in under 3? If you're a quarterback, can you run it in 3.5? Can you run quick and just get rushing yards? Now you don't even need to throw 20 yards down the field. Can you make a 5-foot pass, a 5-yard pass? Okay, you're a quarterback. It's gone the opposite way for me in the NFL. That's why I like the CFL way better. You need to actually be able to throw the ball 15, 20 yards to go anywhere. I do know what documentary you're talking about, though. It's kind of nice. Who's ready to sing some American national anthem? Oh, say can I pee? I joke, I kid. Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. What's splattered on your shirt? No, Ovi's not scoring tonight. Not unless it's an empty netter. Yes, he was. Good pull on that, Wilner. From downtown, he's on fire. Pop the jam. I loved NBA Jam so much. Oh, Ethan Bear's in the lineup for the Washington Capitals. That's good to see. Welcome back to Edmonton. Oh, don't change the way it's sung to suit your... Oh. That is my biggest gripe about singers, like especially professional ones that butcher anthems because they want to make their artistic design to it. Just sing it the way it's meant to be sung. Please don't butcher the Canadian one. If I have to hear it, you have to hear it.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of
Tansei to you too, young woman. For all you guys that don't speak Cree, Tansei is thank you. She was saying thank you to Connor McDavid.
From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
I have comments on that, Renegade. I have many comments on that.
That was fantastic. Anthems by Gorilla Cummings.
I won't label all fans in what one or two idiots did. But we have to realize that Bear isn't a good defenseman either. Like, we have to be real with ourselves. Like, he wasn't going to be playing every day here in Edmonton. But yes, what the fans did. But you know what? That kind of bothers me, though, because the fans do worse. Yeah. Forget the ad blocker guy. Oilers toss-up on the face-off. Both teams scramble draw. Ekholm is unable to go. Stetcher. Troy Sketcher is in tonight. Good old Troy.
Who's
Darcy Kemper playing tonight for the Washington Capitals.
His only start over the last month was February the 26th. Lindgren's been the workhorse. Now a quick test and a save. Kemper.
So we got Kemper versus Skinner.
Third in the league with 43 goals. We're off and running 38 seconds in. A good shift for Edmonton's top unit.
Real solid shift, and I thought it started right off the face-off to win the puck battle. It was up for grabs a couple of times, and you're going to see how both teams are digging into
I wish I could, like...
And you see the different pairings here. Kulak with Bouchard. Eventually that puck gets down low, and a time and then works it out. Has a pretty good look. Just can't elevate that in tight enough, and Kemper makes the save.
Oilers coming off a 4-0 shutout win over Pittsburgh on Sunday. Washington, meanwhile, a 3-0 shutout loser in Winnipeg on Monday. They were outshot 11-2 in the first 15 minutes, and it didn't get any better. Here's Draisaitl handing off for a blast from Desharnais. Sprawling save made by Kemper.
Kemper's fighting it already.
The rebound, and now it's
Battling.
Dowd floating up the left-hand side. For Dowd, it's his first game in nearly a month. Washington has been banged up.
Apparently Tom Wilson is back in the lineup
Players
tonight.
in their lineup have missed fewer than 10 games this season. And the puck leaves the
They're
zone.
gonna need
We've
him.
got a penalty away from the play, and checking faculties is Darnell Nurse.
Definitely came
Power play Oilers. What a way to start that game, kid. Start that game up on a power play, bud.
No question about that.
It's Dowd.
And Dowd's heading over to the box.
4 minutes.
You can see Darnell.
You're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep crying. Keep chirping. Get a game. Get a misconduct on top of it. Yep. Get yourself a game misconduct.
Wasn't dressed in the last 9 games. He was excited to get into the mix, but right here just kind of comes up.
Damn, son. Control your stick.
Darnell Nurse, he's trying to lift that stick, so in the process
There's
of
a review.
they are taking a look at it to see if it was friendly fire.
Yeah, I think they were thinking perhaps Washington and Spencer Carberry, their head coach, was thinking that potentially Dowd had made contact with the puck. They actually put the wrong guy in the box, Obey Kubel. It should be Dowd going in, but that was no follow.
That was my fault. I thought it was Dowd.
No, Wilner.
Yeah.
It's confirmed. Yeah, go shut your mouth.
They figured it out.
Hey, Dan, how's it
Just to
going?
look at that just to make sure and ensure that it is a double minor, and they got it right as the stick of Dowd comes up.
Let's go ahead and score 2 goals here. Let's put them to bed. Put them to bed early.
Stick by Dowd. That one stings. Darnell Nurse got up and is still trying to get himself back and put himself back together after that.
I disagree, Wilner. I don't think he's a goalie that would have helped you out tremendously.
Goals in the last meeting between these two teams. Look to get after it.
But the top unit is 0 for its last 17, covering a 6-game span. Yet the Oilers have gone 4.
And Oilers lose the face-off, and right down the zone it goes.
Pumped up the right-hand side by Carlson. And that'll be
Yeah, that was a good call. Like, you got to control your stick.
bottom 5 team in the league when it comes
I'd say the same thing if it was Darnell Nurse's stick that got
Here's McDavid.
Ovechkin or anybody. Wow, what moves, what skill by McDavid. Almost puts it in himself.
Kicks it, McDavid tried to slither it in front for Draisaitl. Washington penalty killers have erased the last 9, and it's been a good unit as a whole away from home this season. Top 5 in the league, in fact. Draisaitl to McDavid. Dishing one-timer blasted by Bouchard. That was blocked by Tom Wilson.
Blocked by Wilson.
Grind this one
Ouchies.
out slowly to his feet, and he'll skate off, Louis, but that one he felt.
I'll say he felt that for sure. He got up and made it to the bench on time, but that's an excellent block as that was set up for that one-timer by Bouchard.
McDavid wheeling his way in, giving it up to Draisaitl. Poked away. You can almost see Wilson take it.
Draisaitl, you've been losing the puck a lot lately, man.
Collapse one or put weight on his foot or not.
Here's Draisaitl change of pace around Martin Ferravari. Another guy who's coming back into the Washington lineup, who's missed nearly a month. Nugent Hopkins across to McDavid, broken up and a clear for Ferravari.
This power play is not.
Top pair with Carlson when he's healthy.
Yeah, no, he almost scored on his own.
The key for the Caps, they're 3 points out of a playoff spot, and they've been banged up virtually all year. Finally starting to get healthy. Here's Evander Kane, the second unit, who has the only power play goal for Edmonton over the last
It's all
6.
good in the hood, my friend.
He's got walloped.
0 for 4 on the power play against Pittsburgh. Yeah.
On to Cody Ceci again with no Ekholm. Ceci draws that assignment. Carlson big wind up, fires fires it around the boards. Good keep by Nurse. Gets it back from Evander Kane, historically awfully tough against Washington. Nurse loading up. Kane, a shot, and that was tipped. Kane's got 22 goals in 38 career games against Washington. Corey Perry's pass, a laser to the middle of the ice, goes untouched. And the initial 2 minutes is over. But
Nothing for the first two.
So haven't really found that good chance.
No, I don't see the Oilers Kings in the first round.
McDavid swings it across. Nugent Hopkins, Draisaitl, fire a save, Kemper, rebound.
It's either Vegas is going to pull their shit out of their asses and figure that out, or the Oilers are going to catch Vancouver and end up playing Vegas as the 8th team anyway. I just have this really strange feeling it's Oilers Vegas in round 1. Vancouver LA, Oilers Vancouver round 2. Sloppy fucking power play though, like, guys, figure the fucking shit out, man.
You saw that right there by McMichaels.
McDavid across, Draisaitl to the middle, got it back, and then was stopped by Kemper. Rebound, Nugent Hopkins off that give and go. Connor McDavid fires to the front of the net, tipped.
We're just standing around. Washington is moving their feet a lot more than we are. Draisaitl's got 3 shots, only 2 of them hit the net. Shoot, Hawkins! Shoot that fucking puck, Hawkins! Oilers score! Draisaitl on the power play, but fuck Hawkins, you need to shoot that puck. 1-0 Edmonton!
They did work for this one. The first sequence, the first 2 minutes of this 4-minute double minor to Dowd.
Oh, that's so tough. Shoot the freaking puck.
It was a shot mentality, and you're going to see Draisaitl set up in his regular spot. Here's the first one that goes off the left pad of Kemper, corralled once again, and they just keep going right back to the same spot. Shot, boom. There's one that misses. They corral the puck again, and this is why this power play is so good. From different angles, they can set that in motion. This time it's Nugent Hopkins from the bumper position.
1-0 Edmonton.
Quick little half slapper finally beats Kemper as he made saves in the first couple.
Nugent Hopkins, the primary, McDavid, the secondary assist. That'll extend his home point streak to 26 games. 60 points over those 26 games, by the way, from Connor McDavid. Hasn't exactly been sputtering along at home. Now the TCN mark with the Oilers up by a count of 1-0. Washington, not a good come-from-behind team all year long. The Capitals are ranked 29th in goals per game. That's the lowest.
Oh, for sure, and I will have the rest of the third period.
7 shots for Edmonton tonight. Here's Lapierre with a shot that's set wide. Hendricks Lapierre centers Ovechkin and TJ Oshie also back in the Washington lineup again. He's missed a ton of time this year with an assortment of injuries.
I don't know why this is not working.
Now kicked out, Sonny Milano. Back down low, Dylan Strome. Here's a quick chance. And that time, Miroshnichenko did not make clean contact with the puck. Ivan Miroshnichenko, 14 left.
I disagree with you. I don't...
All-time record in the NHL.
I'm going to come at this with you guys with logic, and not just because it's Vegas, but with any team that picked up Hurdle. Why?
We didn't have the letters on his jersey.
Why?
Blocker aside by Kemper.
Oh, I hope Vancouver beats Colorado tonight, too.
And then held it. That was
That would be a statement win for Vancouver. Can I ask a serious question for the group, though? Like, I'm not saying to be a dick. Another power play coming up for the Oilers. This is just not good at all.
and Kane caught him. We'll see. Here's Draisaitl. As you know, I'm in my advanced years.
Yes, you got a good spot there from that up across the ice, but great fortune.
Can I ask a serious question?
I mean, he was in there.
What do you think Hurdle's going to bring to any team that he
Against this team.
should have, could have, would have brought to San Jose?
Play right here as they're battling along, and you're gonna see
I'm asking a serious question, guys. I'm not asking to be a dick. I'm asking a serious question.
it will be a penalty.
Do you guys know that Hurdle isn't as good as you guys think he is? Look at his numbers in a weak San Jose. Look at his numbers when San Jose was good. He doesn't move the needle for anybody. I don't... I appreciate fans that like him and love him because he's one of those I'm happy to be here type guys, but he just doesn't move the needle for me. I'd love for someone to explain to me the hype on Hurdle. Like, I guess maybe I'm not on that hype train. I use oh shoot, what is this site? NHLstreams.io. They're a little bit behind, but they're pretty close. I think Kessel in Vancouver would have done way more than Hurdle in anywhere. Just my 2 cents. Because I think Kessel brings the winning of playoff winning. Hurdle doesn't bring that.
Check by this line, staying with you, you're going to see a stick come up and clip Adam Henrique.
Like, I thought it was a good deal too, and then I looked at the numbers, and Hurdle really hasn't done anything in San Jose for anybody.
He misses it, catches the face area of Henrique, so 2 high sticking penalties. And the first part of this first period have led to 1 power play goal already for Edmonton and a double minor to Nick Dowd, and now Dylan Strome's in the box for 2.
Exactly what you don't want.
Okay. Yeah, go nuts. Try anything you guys want. I was told that Hockey 66 is back, but I don't know. I don't have a NordVPN to be able to watch it. Oilers back on the power play already, 1 for 1. Keep the puck in. Shoot the puck. Keep the puck. Shoot the puck. Give the puck to somebody not Draisaitl. Somebody other than Draisaitl needs to shoot on this power play. There were 4 shots on that power play, all 4 done by Draisaitl. Connor McDavid, 2-0 Oilers! Like I said, somebody other than Draisaitl shoot the puck.
The aggressiveness of the Washington penalty kill. They draw them out, they push it back in. Once they find that lane to the net, he went to the top of the circles and inside to take that shot. He buried it.
Draisaitl and McDavid with a goal and an assist. They've been particularly tough on the Caps. For McDavid, he's had a point in 9 straight, including 8 goals. Goals in 8 of those last 9 meetings with Washington. Here's Luku last week on his way into the zone. Bouchard, who has the primary assist on the second goal, Adam Henrique, his shot deflected wide.
No, exactly. Like, just somebody other than Draisaitl, please. Shoot on the power play.
To TJ Oshie, shovels it in for Milano. That was broken up.
Good job by Kulak to stay with Milano. He was stretching up the ice.
Stretch pass, Hendricks Lapierre, and across the line. Not too much for that play. That's a nice back where Stuart Skinner will handle.
2-0 for the Oilers. Both scored on the power play. Don't think Washington's not going to get theirs, guys. Washington is going to get their power plays as well.
Here's Yanmel, scooping it in for Corey Perry. Behind Jensen, able to cut it off, and Dylan Strome, the team's scoring leader, will break out. 22 goals, 51 points on the year. A backhander jumbled by Milano. And Roshenko put it behind the net. Centering pass for Jensen. That was blocked.
11th.
Roshenko shoots and scores. That's his second NHL goal. Posted in. And the Caps.
NHL. This is just a lane.
Cannot do that, Edmonton.
When this puck comes around, Miroshnichenko just kind of says, okay, I'm going to rip this one right here. He kind of takes it off the half wall, spins and shoots. Never a bad idea to get a puck to the net from any angle. That's exactly what he does, and he goes posting in past Stuart Skinner 2-1. What a shot.
It's going to be a good game, folks. Gonna be a good game.
Gretzky Cup, and Louis, you're referring, he's been banged up a little bit. Down low, John Carlson, decent year in the American Hockey League this year. But mostly known for that long last name. Here's Ryan McLeod trying to steer toward the goal. Desharnais trying to give it up, but Draisaitl turned it over. Nick Jensen will get the only assist on Miroshnichenko's second NHL goal. Here's Jensen keeping his feet moving. He's drawn a penalty.
And McLeod's going to the box.
Tom Wilson to Rasmus Sandin. Return pass, a shot did not make its way through. Sandin on the puck. Originally drafted by
Fucking cannot do that, McLeod. Just can't.
This period brought to you by James H. Brown Accident Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters in injury law.
Well, the Capitals here have kind of turned the tide here. Good aggressive play by Jensen down the wall as he eliminates on the wall, and then you're going to see
Bouchard Draisaitl on the assist of the David
want to
goal.
kind of let him punch through. That's the call right there. So the first power play of the Washington Capitals, whose power play has found life,
Yes.
in a big way, and a lot of that has to do with number 8 finding his scoring touch as of late.
Power play has been 33% since early February. That's top 3 in the league. Before that, Louis, it was hovering around the bottom 5. In fact, the power play is still
10.5 minutes left to go in the first period, folks. We got ourselves a hockey game. 2-1, Edmonton. Shots are a lot to nothing. 9-1, but hey, 1 shot, 1 goal for Washington. I'll take those fucking odds. Shooting 1,000%.
Ovechkin will put it behind the net. Ovechkin, the NHL's all-time power play goals leader with more than 300. Oshie to Carlson. Got it back. Ovechkin faked the one-timer. Guided one across line here. Carlson. Now Ovechkin. He was going to tee that one up, but it was in his feet.
Somebody just needs to stay on Ovechkin. I don't care if it's 4-on-3. One guy on Ovechkin.
Occupies that position now.
There you go, Carrick.
Slot, but Sam Carrick with the steal on the left.
Let's go, Carrick. Let's go.
By the way, did not play against Pittsburgh. He's in there for Derek Ryan.
Great play there by him, too, and one of the reasons they wanted to acquire him is that penalty killing right there. You saw him be aggressive on Carlson, who can walk a line as good as anybody.
Vladimir Enrique and Sam Carrick, 2 vital cogs on the Anaheim penalty killing unit. Sandin. Pressure from Brown and Nurse on that side. Here's Tom Wilson trying to maintain. Wilson. Back to Sandin. Now snapped across. Ovechkin will pick it up off the boards.
That's what you need. 2 guys on him. Don't let him shoot. 30 seconds left to go in the power play.
Shot, rebound, score. McMichael ties it. Skinner down and out. It's 2.
Dangerous. They were waiting, working to the outside. Edmonton's in a good position. And right here, you can see Ovechkin's walking in. And it's the big block by Desharnais. Bounces right to McMichael, who wastes little time getting this away in the slot. I mean, he just stops it and lets it go, and it finds its way in the back of the net. So with a power play goal, the Capitals have tied this game.
Yeah.
Ovechkin and
Skinner, what are we
Patrick
fucking
with the
doing
assist
right
on
now?
Connor McMichael's 13th, a career high, and his first in his last 9
2-2 game, folks.
And with
Skinner's
that,
not looking sharp. Fix it.
Alex Ovechkin passes
Fucking
Gretzky
fix it.
for 14th all-time in NHL scoring. 1,533 points.
Unreal. Keeps climbing.
Leon Draisaitl loves it in. Edmonton's 2-0 lead is gone. Now McDavid.
Yeah. Gone just like that.
So loading up here, McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman. 5-on-5. McDavid trying to slide in front.
Scores! Zachary Hyman! 3-2 Edmonton! Keep the fuck up, Skinner. Your team is doing your yeoman's work for you.
A bit of patience to find McDavid. That good stop opens up the lane, sends it in behind, and the first one doesn't go. Great save by Kemper in tight. On the first opportunity right here by Hyman. Gets down, takes it away, but the second one is passed home as he's done all year long, and the Oilers retake the lead.
McDavid's got 3 points halfway through the first period, up to 106 on the season. Art Ross very much sitting out there. And for the Oilers, still dreaming about a potential
Hyman assisted by
Here's Cody
McDavid and Kulak.
Evander Kane couldn't scoot toward the net. Here's a drive coming from Stetcher, redirected over the Washington net. And for the second time this week, the Caps have been outshot 11-2 in the first 12 minutes.
And an excellent forecheck again by the Edmonton Oilers, and that's where they've had success. You go back to that November 24th game. 3 of the 5 goals were scored right in front of the net, similar to the Hyman goal. You just saw to make it 3-2, 2 on the power play.
Chances coming for Washington now. The Oilers, David reeled it in, played it with a high stick. It'll be whistled down with 7.5 to go. Wow. Hope you're ready for some offense tonight. 4 goals in less than 4.5 minutes. Ice shavings have settled. 3-2 Edmonton.
I don't know if he got caught off guard. You
The
need
Edmonton
to
Oilers Community
make some
Foundation
saves.
50/50 is back for another record-breaking season
He's
of prizes
faced
and
2
jackpots.
shots and both have went in.
Communities across oil country and win big at edmontonoilers.com/50/50.
Don't you worry, guys. I'll get you guys to that Vancouver game in between
For
intermissions.
wickets or red cards, there's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian, XL, Ultra, Molson. Everyone in.
Oh, did I just turn my shit off on accident? Oh, damn, I did too. Sorry, my TV got shut off because my Xbox controller hit my TV remote. My bad, folks. It's time for Skinner to make the next 5 saves. Get yourself to the 500 save percentage. That'd be pretty cool to do, though, eh? The boxcar derby. I know what I'm doing in April.
Playing coach the game she loves every chance she gets.
Off the draw, Martin Faravari, thank you. Gene, of course,
7.5 minutes left to go. 3-2 Edmonton.
Here to serve in Columbus. Edmonton coming off a 2-1-1 trip. Here's Sam Carey. It feels like 80s night tonight at Rogers Place.
It definitely feels like 80 night there,
Less
Jack.
than 7 minutes. Hendricks LaPierre working his way through the neutral zone or sent it in. Edmonton jumped out 2-0 on the power play. Washington scored 2. And then 29 seconds after Washington tied it, Hyman's 44th, and the Oilers back in front. The point doesn't make it through. Stuart Skinner still has yet to be credited with a save tonight. 13.5 minutes into the game. Yanmark will dump it toward the Washington net. Kemper to fall on it, and he'll keep it moving and leave it for Nick Jensen. Rifles
Hey,
it down,
how's it
turned over.
going?
Leon
Oh, Diana
Rifle.
family are great. Our young one just got her vaccination shot today. Mandatory vaccination. People relax. It's not for anything super That's right, Hunter. You bang that drum.
So he said, you know what? Let's get this right back.
Skinner will figure it out. I think he's just feeling out something right now. Brand new equipment, I think.
It's the right time for him to jump up. Not the right time, obviously, for Ekholm to be sick, but if anyone's earned it.
Absolutely, you guys. My name is Matt for Oilers After Dark. If you're new here, push that subscribe button. If you've been here before, push the like. Leave a comment. You know, things get crazy, things get wild. 5.5 left to go in the first period. 3-2 Edmonton.
Balance done, trying to create against CC, but Kane with a steal, he'll drive it against Bear.
Oh, that would have been pretty for Brown. That would have been pretty for Brown. Hit that like button. I love this TNT stuff, guys. I want this more. Like, I'm going to knock Sportsnet as a whole right now. TNT between commercial breaks. Go down and they fucking interview the players. Sportsnet, do that. Go in between the benches. Talk to the coach. Talk to the players. In between commercial breaks, they're not doing anything anyway. They're skating around on the ice with their fingers up their asses. Go have a conversation with them. And then put it on the TV when you come back. I love this TNT broadcast. Oh, I've never been so happy to say that I like TNT better than Sportsnet, but good God. But then again, my first exposure to TNT was WCW Wrestling. I agree, man. I don't understand why Sportsnet is so bad at anything. They do it for baseball. Why don't they do it in the middle of a freaking hockey game? Well, you think just because they're hockey players they won't talk to you? No. Ted Turner, man. Yeah, Nashville took him to the woodshed tonight. No, I wouldn't. I want to hear their thoughts as it's happening. Because what they just did, I know the game came back. What they just did was they interviewed Adam Henrique after Washington tied the game up at 2-2. And they asked Adam Henrique, how do you think you're going to contain the Washington Capitals? We can't let Ovi and we can't let their big players get into rhythm. We can't let Ovechkin and we can't let Pacioretty and Carlson get into rhythm. I love that. Raw, in the play, like right there. And then you can do it too. Interview them in the middle of the intermission too. Why not do both? Why not do both? That's just it. Why not do both? Speaking of him, here he comes. Nurse. Absolutely, I do. Wilner, absolutely, I would agree if they did that during an NFL broadcast. If they went to the quarterback after he made a bonehead play or made a great play, and they just interviewed him and said, hey, what were your thoughts? I'd love that. Why not? Why not? It doesn't affect them. And if it does, then you're clearly not mentally ready to be a professional athlete. They do it in college all the time. Hell, Terry Bradshaw called his wife from the sidelines using a phone. I remember hearing that story. Just dialed 9 and he dialed out. No, well, obviously Belichick wouldn't, but the younger coaches and the younger coaches absolutely would agree to that. That's why Belichick's not a coach anymore. I love Belichick, and I'm glad that he won everything that he won. Big Jets
2022 had to overcome that. That's why it was so special
Ooh,
to see him
good
score
block
goal
there.
last week. As that shot is blocked and obviously picked up his second one here to cut the...
But no, I do get what you're saying, Wilner. I'm just saying, it would just be really cool to see Sportsnet do that. And more leagues doing that. Getting them onto your head. Like, ask your players mid-play. Not during all whistle breaks, but during commercial breaks. And not every commercial break, like the first commercial break and then the 5th commercial break. And you don't always go to one sideline. You do the home team, then do the away team, do the home team, do the away team. You know, mix it up. I'm just nitpicking a nitpick at this point, I guess. I just love the presentation that shows the TSN, that TNT has. We got 2.5 minutes left to go in the first period.
Over his stick, and the Oilers on the counter with 2.5 to go. Draisaitl trying to force it to McLeod. That was broken up. LaPierre the other way.
Tom Brady carried him. Yeah, I agree. It kind of, proof was in the pudding. Although Tom Brady went and got everybody he wanted on his Tampa Bay team. It was pretty much the Patriots 2.0. My 9-year-old son could have been the head coach for that Tampa Bay Buccaneer team and they won the championship.
Good save by Tristan Jarry, prevented him from getting the hattie. Looking to join Cale Makar last week for hat-trick. Wide open.
There's the save! There's the save we needed! Stu! And that's why Ovi's not getting a record, folks. Just doesn't have the shot no more.
But that little moment of hesitation allows Skinner to load, get across, and take it away. What a save.
Stu! What a save. 1 minute and a half left to go in the first period. Shots are 12-3. Skinner has his first save. He made a save and it was a great one. That's momentum building. That's momentum.
And the guy who shot it. I mean, come on. Chasing down the all-time record for goals. Outstanding.
What a save. So many games to talk about in the out-of-town scoreboard.
First save's going to come 18 minutes in. Point blank against maybe the greatest goal scorer the game has ever seen. Here's McDavid with a minute to go. Beautiful move around Dowd and then stripped by Obey Kubel.
1 minute remaining in the first period. 1 minute remaining. McDavid's trying to go 1-on-5. I'm not liking that.
Kubel, Melanstein trying to force it to the middle. It wasn't there. Melanstein, I thought, had a clear path to the net there. Sandin looking down low for Dowd, who gives it up. Sandin threw it across. Jensen, one-timer. Obey Kubel saves Skinner. Rebound, another stop. Rebound picked up by CC, and now Nugent Hopkins will brush it down the ice.
And that's icing against the Oilers. I don't care. That's 19.5 seconds left in the first period. 19.5 seconds left in the first period.
Get off the bench.
Hey, Christo, how's it
Venture
going?
Beyond in Jasper.
Wayne Gretzky is the best goal scorer of all time. He's the best player of all time. Wayne Gretzky is my one and only GOAT. And it does bother me that other players keep calling other people call other players GOAT. Sorry, there's only one GOAT in each league. And Gretzky is it. You can't have multiple GOATs. You can have multiple legends, multiple great players. But there's only one greatest of all time, and that is Wayne motherfucking Gretzky. Everyone else after that is second place. That's it for the first period, folks. Did you guys enjoy that amazingly titillating first period? I know I did. Oilers 2. MJ is the GOAT for the NBA. But when you have that conversation, you have to remember, every time you have that conversation, everyone's like, well, the NBA has LeBron. He's pushing MJ numbers. Sure. Just like in the NFL, Steve Young, Warren Moon, see, that's what I mean. But you can never say there's more than one GOAT in the NHL. It's always, whenever somebody says GOAT NHL, Gretzky. The name is Gretzky, 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 Gretzky. Unless you really don't like Gretzky and you really don't like the Oilers, then you say another name. But you could take all his goals away. Oh, absolutely. I would put Steph Curry ahead of LeBron, to be honest with you. And I don't like Steph Curry. I think Steph Curry is a three-point shooter, but for me personally, you could take Gretzky's goals away, and he'd still have more points by 1,000 than the guy in second place for points all time. That to me right there boggles my mind. Is you could take his goals away, and he's the leading goal scorer of all time. You could take that away from him, and he'd still have 1,000 more points than the second place guy. If that's not GOAT, I don't know what is. See, I'm okay with that. Favorite player of all time? Absolutely. You can put that as favorite player. Legend? Absolutely. But never. I think the word GOAT gets used too much. Too much around. Especially in this day and age with the younger generation. I think Bobby Orr was great. I just don't think he's GOAT. Had he played, and this is my caveat whenever I talk to people, especially when they talk about Mario Lemieux. And this is partially why I love Wayne Gretzky so much. He always refers to Mario Lemieux as better than him. We all know Mario Lemieux wasn't better than him. Numbers show you Mario Lemieux wasn't better than him. But then you go see, well, if he wasn't hurt, if he didn't have cancer, ifs. If Gretzky didn't leave, and this is where I tell people, okay. I'm heating up all those all those stats, yeah. So, this is what I say to those people, well, if Mario didn't get hurt and Mario didn't get cancer, if Gretzky didn't leave Edmonton in 1989, how good could he have been? Had he not gone to LA and then St. Louis and then New York, had he stayed in Edmonton until he retired, how many more zeros does he put up? Does he stop at 990 some goals? I think he hits 50. I think Gretzky could have easily hit 1,200 goals. I think he could have easily hit 5,000 points if he stayed in Edmonton, played one more year with Lemieux, Curry, Peter Klima. That's just me. Ifs and buts, wishes and nuts, right? Your out-of-town scoreboard, there's only 4 games on the schedule tonight. 2 games are over. The Predators beat the Jets 4-2. The Blues beat the Kings 3-2. The other game in progress is 4:44 left in the first period. 2-0 Vancouver. For all you Vancouver knuckleheads in here. JT Miller got you guys started on the scoreboard, assisted by Ian Cole and Brock Bozer. Second goal, scored by Ilya Mikheyev. Big mistake by the Maple Leafs to let him go. Assisted by JT Miller and Zadorov. Also, Condors are tied 1-1 after beating the Baby Canucks 4-1 last night. Wayne Gretzky's a St. Louis legend. He really is. Oh my gosh, he really is. Oh, we're getting into that again. That's awesome. That's awesome. Anyways, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go say hi. Boop. Sarah Nurse. uh, Hello, Nurse. What?
So mom and dad are not leaving until Friday.
Well, that's smart.
Well, because dad was still of the plan. I need to leave tomorrow, Patty. We need to leave Thursday. We need to leave Thursday. We need to leave Thursday.
Oh, like
Mom's like, no, Doug. We still need to figure out what's going on with the truck.
Right? Like, no.
We just got back from Ontario.
Like I said, if it was up to your dad, he would never leave here, and that's... I am not having them stay longer than 3 days. I'm sorry.
They're leaving Tuesday at the latest, because Mom has a dentist appointment on Wednesday.
Monday, please? Like, you still have that long... So you're going to leave here Tuesday, afternoon, evening, and you're going to miss Patty's appointment.
No, Mom said we'd have to leave Tuesday morning, because I'm not driving...
What time Tuesday morning? 6 o'clock in the morning? Might as well just leave Monday.
I don't...
I'm sorry, but might as well just leave Monday. You're here Saturday, Sunday. You got your 2 days with your freaking
They're
granddaughter.
watching Anna for us so that we can do Rosie's appointment without having to drag Anna into there, too. So maybe Monday afternoon we might...
Exactly, just totes them out. Say, can you guys just leave Monday afternoon? Like, or... Because he's going to, drive all day Tuesday morning. Barely get there, because he's not going to leave here by, like...
Maybe Tuesday lunchtime he'll leave here.
So he's going to be so tired. Your mom's going to be so tired on Wednesday. It makes no fucking sense.
It's a dentist appointment and Mom falls asleep in the fucking chair anyways.
I don't fucking care. I don't need to see them that much longer than I already fucking have to. I love your parents, but in spurts. And in spurts is like 1 day at a time.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, they live too far away to get away with that. We don't even get away with that with your grandma now that she's in Saskatoon. If we go there, it's not just a few hours visit. It's, oh, well, you've driven 6 hours. You might as well spend the night.
Well, that's their goddamn problem. They live that far away. Nobody...
Don't give Dad ideas. He's already looking. You know this. He's already looking.
Good God, I'm going to have a fucking ulcer by the time they leave here.
But yeah. So just letting you know that they're probably not going to be here until Saturday
night, midnight. Woo! Lucky me.
I mean, you'll still probably be on a high from the fucking hockey game.
Yeah, the Oil King game. Yeah, but can I just get a hotel room Saturday, Sunday?
I don't know. You could also go stay at your dad's with the cat.
You know, I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit. I'm willing to risk epileptic seizures.
But I did say to Mom, like I did ask Mom, with you guys not being here for an extra day, do you want me to ask Lynn to skip church this week with Anna?
Yes.
And Mom said, if you don't mind. I said, Lynn will completely understand.
It's not a problem.
Anna will enjoy, well, no, Anna probably wouldn't sleep in.
Go knock on Grandma's door, not ours. And I just realized that my mic was on, so they've heard everything I've complained about my in-laws. That's amazing. I thought I pushed mute. Sorry, guys. Greatly apologize. But yeah, like I said, no filter. What you see on the headset is what you guys get off of it too. I don't change. Oh, God. I just realized, because I saw the thing going up and down, that, hey, I'm still on a hot mic.
You want to see what the chat room says then?
That would be, this guy's fucked. He doesn't like his in-laws. I mean, who does like their in-laws? Let's be honest. Will Toy Stretcher first game look like? Yeah, solid minutes. No, you don't need to be discreet, man. Like, I don't look at my phone during the game, guys. I don't look at my phone. Oh, my wife hates it because that's why she talks in here. I don't answer.
That's why I come downstairs.
I don't answer. 4 minutes left in the intermission. Anyways, guys. 2-0 for Vancouver after 1. That's good. You guys are awesome. You guys know me all too well. I don't care what you guys hear or don't hear. I'm an open book. But I will be right back because I gotta go upstairs.
I did tell Mom that.
started. Love you. Bye. Good night. I'm back. Sorry, folks. It took longer to get my cup of coffee done. Oilers on a PK to start the third period, apparently.
Strome faking the one-timer Carlson. Strome.
Stitcher.
Paired with Carrick tonight, no Derek Ryan. Harrison Desharnais round out the penalty-killing force. Here's a centering pass for Oshie's double-teamed the slot. Couldn't pull the trigger. Did well to battle and maintain in the zone for Ovechkin. Carlson.
That's offside.
Did that come over the line?
That didn't come over the line. That wasn't offside.
Very close, but this power play of Washington really starting to heat up. 20 power play goals in the last 22 games, including this one that was scored in the game by McMichael, but all set up by a shot from Ovechkin. This is where he loves to shoot it from. You can watch this over and over and over. No, this is not repeat. This is what he does. He sets up in that spot. He's done it his entire career. And he's got that amazing release.
17-13 left to go in the second period. Oh, that would have been pretty by Janmark. Matthias Janmark. That would have been pretty.
Opportunity. Wow.
Henry created.
Yep, good job by Henry.
What?
To get it deep into the corner, then he just shovels it right out to Janmark, who's coming late. He draws two capitals to him, and that allows Janmark to be all.
I want a 4K monitor.
I think Janmark was trying to squeeze one underneath him before he
Where's
got
my
right into that
4K
position.
monitor?
Kemper makes a good save. But you know, going back to that power play with Ovechkin, there's so much attention drawn to him. And obviously without Backstrom, without Kuznetsov now in the lineup, different things have to happen. If you watch the power play of Washington, a little more movement, a little more shuffling, and it's been working for them. Some guys getting opportunities that usually wouldn't.
Kuznetsov first placed on waivers, then ultimately moved to Carolina for a third-round pick. Safety into Ovechkin. Here's a one-timer, a save made by Skinner. Rebound cleared by Ceci as Skinner handles that 93-mile-an-hour rocket. Lead pass. This is going to turn into an icing. Wilson couldn't touch it because
We don't mind the outside perspective, Lugo.
And there's
Not
a
at
example
all.
right on cue. We talked about this one-timer, but Michael has a pretty good look at the rebound afterwards. But for Ovechkin, I mean, he just knows how to get himself into position. But you can almost take that picture from the top of the circle, wide outside the dot, and the most lethal player from that position.
Yes, Sid had his team on his had that team on his back.
You know, since February, you can see where the Capitals are now.
Unfortunately, I think them and Washington are done as far as dynasty goes in the NHL.
Safe to say they kind of found their stride.
307
It's really sad and really quick how that happened.
career goals have come on the power play.
So good for so long and then just
Advantage. Wilson to Sandin in front. McMichael to Ovechkin. A backhander didn't make it through.
19 seconds left to go in the penalty. 16-11 left to go in the second period. Hovey from his spot, saved by Skinner. And this is the thing too that I don't like. Ovechkin's out there for the full 2 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't take him much to get that shot away as well.
That's another thing that I don't understand. I don't like it.
Around 100 miles an hour.
They really want him to get those goals. He's out there for the full 2 minutes,
Into a spot.
and then he has to sit for 2.5 minutes.
Ovechkin, who has to wait for it to get to that.
Oh well, not my team. Not worried.
Take that shot away, but he gets it up over
I'd be
the
pissed if I was a Washington Capital fan, though.
Stuart Skinner to find it through the screen.
Yeah, he kind of pinned it against his right side. Didn't look that dangerous, but that was a heater. And well placed by Ovechkin. Face-off win for Sam Carrick. That puck hammered down the ice, and that'll be all for the Washington power play as the Oilers preserve their 3-2 lead with 4 minutes gone by in this second period. Edmonton 19-4-1 at home under Chris Knobloch.
Well, I know Jim Ritzman gave us some good information on Ovechkin too, and he's really been trying out some new sticks, some new flexes. He's been trying to shake things up late in his career. He's been one of those guys that knows exactly what he likes, but sometimes later in your career you try and find ways to help yourself.
McDavid gets it up. Draisaitl coming off the successful kill. Failed to finish. Ovechkin too shy of his 19th 20-goal season. McDavid, what a save! Kemper sprawling fully to deny Zach Hyman what would have been his second of the night. Hyman already has one. He's got a goal in 10 straight at home. A club record set by Wayne Gretzky 42 years ago. Draisaitl
Gretzky's records are meant to be broken by Oiler players.
This worked. Edmonton got the 3-2 lead. Draisaitl to the net, short side. That was stopped by Kemper, hugging that post. Draisaitl, McDavid, Hyman. The natural sub.
14 and a half minutes left to go in the second period. Still 3-2 Oilers.
Draisaitl dialing it up with McDavid and Hyman one more time on this shift. Check by Strome, maintains for McDavid. Behind the net, Strome. Trying to rake it free from Hyman's grab, did so. Obey Kubel.
There you go, Stetcher. Stand up at the blue line. I love that.
CC to Stetcher. CC up the right-hand side that was cut off by Van Riemsdyk. Rozhnachenko couldn't get there. Adam Henrique. He'll put it behind the net. Van Riemsdyk did not get it out. Evander Kane cut it off. CC took a shot. That was redirected into the corner. That time, Rozhnachenko failed to get it out. Jensen to Van Riemsdyk and quickly up. Flipped down the right-hand side by Sonny Milano. Dylan Strome back to Jensen. Able to squeeze off that puck on the boards. Strome. Trying to set up a
I'm glad I don't have OCD or perfectionist. That would. So what goes on in my stream must really upset some of you guys with OCD and have to be perfect, because my graphics are far from perfect, and I definitely don't care if something's wrong or not.
Because Evander Kane bides his time before hoisting to center.
Yeah, I bring up a good point about Troy Stetcher. Almost 500 games in the league as well.
TJ Oshie gives it up. Oh, and Hendricks Lapierre. Ovechkin was taken down, wasn't there for what he thought would be tap in. Sandina shot, sandbag Skinner.
Huge save there by Skinner.
As there was once again heavy traffic in front. TJ Oshie just above the blue paint.
Was there ever? And that shot had eyes. I think it deflected off a Connor Brown stick and elevated. Here's the chance right after the penalty kill. McDavid to Hyman on the backhand side. And
Entertaining period, eh? Entertaining game, all in all. Can't complain too fucking much about this. I will say this. I'm not happy with some inside stuff I was told about the Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm not happy that I was told it. Yeah. That's cool though. I know some OCD people and some perfectionists in my personal life that when they walk into something that is mine and it's out of place, for instance, let's say this is on a wall. It's perfectly straight, but I purposely, before I leave for the day, tilt it up just ever so slightly so it looks like that. They will go and they will fix it. They will go in and fix it so it's straight before they leave, because it bothers them that much. I'm like, what? I'm glad I don't have it. I'm glad I don't live like that. So I have a lot of empathy for people that do have OCD and live with that, because I couldn't. I couldn't. I have some friends that won't come to my house because it's lived in. We have kids. Our houses are lived in. I'm sorry. We don't live in No, that's exactly it. I have kids. Not everything is put away perfectly. There's toys all over the place 95% of the time.
He's 54 back of
Like,
tying him 55 to take the all-time lead in goals. Just outstanding.
it's not a mess. It's just there's toys. We have kids and they play with toys. You try and tell a toddler to put their toys away after they use them. Every time they use them. That's a battle I don't want to have. Just make sure your toys are put away at the end of the night before you go to bed. Oh, what a save there by Kemper. Wait, are you a robot?
MIC.
The commercials in the States are way better too
Medical imaging
than they are in
providers of the
Canada.
Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice.
Solid cycle by this line, and it was Carrick that makes a nice feed around.
I like that Carrick and Janmark on a line together.
Behind the coverage.
That could be a tough line in the postseason.
Shams at that pad as Kemper again gets it down right in time. That's the second time Janmark's tried to go low on him. And he's
Dennis
lost it
Rodman,
both times.
really?
Saw the fact he won the Stanley Cup 2 years ago. A drive by Bouchard. That Colorado team swept Edmonton in the Western Conference Final. Kemper got banged up during the course of the playoffs.
Ooh, Marcos has a Paceroli.
Help from Pablo Francouz. Here's Brett Kulak.
Where's Marcos in the States? Because I want a Paceroli now.
By Trevor Van Riemsdyk. Good play.
Oh.
Over to Jensen. And that's
My American friends in here, where's Marcos in the States?
Kulak, but then Obey and Kubel.
Please, somebody tell me where Marcos is. I will fly to get it.
But they bounce that way.
I love Pizzarolis, or as I call them, Pizzones.
Van Riemsdyk working on his offside tonight. Obey Kubel. Tracked by Brett Kulak. Steal by McDavid. He'll rush
McDavid.
swiftly to center. Lyman trying to give it back.
That's offside by Edmonton if they score. Keep an eye on it.
Eventually got it set up for Cece. McDavid will change it. Cece throws it into the corner for Nugent Hopkins. He was
CC should just put that on net.
Obey Kubel will loft one inside at the Oiler blue line. Draisaitl takes the handoff from Cece. Building speed through neutral. Has McLeod heading for a back. Draisaitl protecting against two caps, but Sandin took the puck from him. He'll get it back from Ethan Bear
Ooh.
up the right
So for
hand side.
$250, I can get a new iPad
Wilson angles towards
Mini.
Kallenstein trying to anticipate
Or do I gotta
the
pay $500 and get one half
McLeod
off?
to Draisaitl. Rick wide, picked up and shot back in by Warren Fogle. Kemper to settle. Ooh, that puck. Almost
Oh.
down to redirect off a kick.
They just had a commercial on TNT for it for their Pizzonis.
A little lucky
Their
there.
Pizzaronis.
Wilson tried to center.
Oh, it looks so
Picked
good.
off by Draisaitl.
Made me a little hungry for
Off
pizza.
and down. CC to Warren Fogle. Just missed Draisaitl.
10.5 minutes left to go in the second period. Shots are now 16-10 for the Edmonton Oilers. Score is still 3-2 for them Oilers. How about them Oilers?
Connor Brown burrowed inside. Gained that puck for Evander Kane. Wrapped around with John Carlson.
Carlson trying to drive a call,
Lift up the
get a
ice
call.
by McMichael. Too much on it. And that will be an icing call. against
Carlson
the
trying to
Caps.
get the call. Nice veteran play there by him,
Trying to
though.
Get a quick change, maybe give their players a little bit more time. Here's Tom Wilson on the forecheck, and Troy Stetcher gets his head up at the last second, says, yep, I'll go, whoops. They kind of spin out of the way of that freight train coming in.
Tom Wilson is huge.
Good job by him. This is the
I'm
forecheck.
sorry.
You see Kane get wrapped
I'm
up
sorry
around
you're
the
hungry.
house and stick
I'm
comes
hungry
up
too.
with penalty on the play, but a very physical forecheck by this line once again, who have been good in the
I had beef stroganoff for supper tonight.
That's where Edmonton wants the
Wasn't
ball.
enough to go around, though.
Washington is
I could have used extra
solid
helpings.
and get the puck out of their zone and up the ice in a hurry.
Oh.
They can defend as much as possible.
That Wilson stature reminded me of the old Nintendo ice hockey game with that big guy bearing down on the skinny one. I mean, holy cow.
Get out
Stature.
of the way.
You said it. He's a veteran. He needed it there.
9.5 minutes left to go in the second period. 3-2 Oilers.
With Advil Plus acetaminophen.
How about them
Get
Cowboys?
for fast
I'd actually have to
effective
change that TV, though.
Stature, an 8-year pro. Tom Wilson, now in his 11th season.
Thank you, Alexander. I'm okay with driving to North Dakota. I don't mind going to North Dakota. I'll stop by and see my buddy.
With Alexander Ovechkin, and he said basically no option. I either lifted my game or I was going to be fighting for the next 10 years. Here's a centering pass out of Henry.
He said it wasn't easy starting out playing with him and Nichols backstroke and sometimes with getting Kuznetsov. I mean, he said when you got elevated with those guys and you didn't make a play that was necessary, you would hear about it. So it really kind of dialed in the focus for him.
Milano was stealing, that was chipped just wide.
Bad giveaway by this line, though.
Did a wonderful Yeah, I thought so.
In front of me, or beside me.
That brown line, that cannot be out there against that top line of Washington. I'm sorry, but just cannot be. 3-0 Vancouver. All right. Do you like it, Alexander? Like, no, I'm not talking crap. Like, do you like their pizza? Because that commercial looked really, really good. Like, really, really good. Hey, Nathan, how's it going? I assume you're enjoying the Vancouver mollywop they're putting on the Colorado Avalanche. Don't beat them too badly, though, please. Because we have them on Saturday, and I don't want to mad Colorado. I'm a big thick crust pizza. I can't do thin crust. I like the meaty crust pizza because I like to load my toppings. I like to load with the pepperoni, the salamis, the extra cheeses, the provolone cheeses. I'm an all meat, bacon, hamburger meat, pepperoni, salami, sausage. Load it all up. Cheese in between every layer of meat. So I have to have a thick crust. Hey, Maurice, how's it going? I'm a big thick crust guy. But I know that a lot of Americans don't like thick crust pizza. They like their little itty-litty, like, cardboard thin pizzas.
And here's the rub on that one, Louis.
Like, when I went to New York, I asked for a pizza. And I literally, that was the crust. That was the slice of pizza, the crust on it. I'm like, no, you give me a crust of pizza.
Here's Ovechkin in over the line, launching, deflected in front, rebound, and that was clear.
The crust's got to be like that. The crust's got to be a little thicker.
That's a good stick. Right there by Bouchard, eliminating another good chance at the side
Right.
of the net as the Capitals continue to funnel pucks.
Hey, we all have our preferences. We all have them. I won't hate you for liking thin crust. I'm just a thicker crust type of guy.
Gene's photos do look fresh out of the yearbook. That's the only thing. Here's Corey Farrell.
Absolutely, right? Like, and I will pay premium dollar for a thick crust pizza. I'll pay for it. I don't mind it.
Yeah, a little bit far
Thank you
back
guys for
there.
being here. My name is Matt for Oilers After Dark. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new here. Hit the like button if you've been here before. And if you're shy and just watching, don't feel bad. Comment in the comment section. We are all friends here. We won't hate on you too much unless you cheer for the Vegas Golden Knights. And then I can't guarantee anything.
But a good stick by Bouchard gets it out of there in a hurry.
Let's go Oilers.
Ovechkin's not looking. He's fighting off a bouncing puck, and he just turns and zips it. Every shot he takes seems to have a chance.
Shots are 16-10 for the Oilers. Scores 3-2 for Edmonton. 8:17 left to go in the second period.
9 times scoring 50. And he's had a year with 49 and a year with 48. And there's a deflection. CC up and out of play.
He's in some pretty good company, isn't he? I mean, Wayne Gretzky, obviously, right there with 9 throughout his career. Mike Bossy, 9 straight 50-goal seasons in his career.
Only the back.
Injury. I mean, just incredible. And he's tied with those two guys, tied for first at 9, but just continuing to climb that ladder. And you know, you get the feeling that it's become his legacy now. And he's going to stick around for as long as it takes to get that number. And a little bit of an off year for Ovechkin this year, only 18 goals, but he's gotten hot lately with 10 in the last 17. 8 in the
I
first
think I said they're going to go 8 and
but he's picked it up a notch,
5.
as he often does.
And against Edmonton. Historically, 14 goals in 23 games. The Oilers haven't fared too poorly against Ovechkin.
I do believe I said 8 and 5.
23 points to 12.
Just let me go double check my math on that.
Draisaitl forcing back to center. Mallenstein could not get it in deep. Draisaitl hoping to catch Washington in a change. Works his way through center, tried to hit Corey Perry. Draisaitl centering Perry and Kane right now. Here's a center back here. Perry denied.
High sticking, no call. Gotta bury that though.
Toe, I believe. I mean, he needed every inch of that frame.
Yeah, because Perry used that reaching pass to try to tuck it around the backhand side.
Flipped in by Strome, but the Caps are offside, but the score is still 3-2 Edmonton.
And Corey Perry a little roughed up on this play and got up a little gingerly. Here it is here. Nice forecheck once again. Getting in a puck against who? Leon Draisaitl.
No, I think they went 10 and something. 9 and 4, 8 and 7. I thought they were gonna go to like 10 and 6. I think my record was. I am absolutely trying to find where I put it.
Down as well by Obey Kubel right there. And he gets up and shakes it off.
I said they're gonna go 10 and 5.
The price to get a good chance.
Darcy Kemper played to a 9-20.
I was wrong about Columbus and I was wrong about Buffalo.
Signing the 5-year deal with Washington. Icing call coming against Edmonton.
I thought they'd beat Seattle. I thought they'd beat Pittsburgh. I thought they'd lose to Boston. Beat Pittsburgh. Beat Washington. Lose to Colorado. Beat Montreal. So for the rest of the month,
He's a hockey player, but once he's on the ice, you know exactly where he's going to be. He's going to be around the net. And almost every game, he's going to have some sort of contact with the goaltender, which is pretty outstanding. He knows where he needs to go to score goals.
Point number 900 for
the rest of the month I have them going 5 and 4. Losing to Colorado, Toronto, LA, and Winnipeg. Hopefully I'm wrong about the Toronto, LA games.
Dumps it behind the Washington defense. And the way he's kind of redefined himself in the last 5 or 6 years of his career, coupled with a great goal, here's a dumping that almost ate up Stewart's.
That's not bad, Lugo. You're doing pretty good, actually.
Baseball infielders will tell you that's the toughest hop to handle. Still bouncing around. Finally slashed.
I'm 3 and 3 as well. Yeah, no, I loved the trades this year. We got assets without giving up any players. We got players without giving up players. That was key. 6 minutes left to go in the second period. Still 3-2 Edmonton in what's been back and forth kind of affair. Well, I say because they'll lose to Toronto because they play Ottawa the next night. And it's in Toronto, so take that for what you will.
In uniform now to play at a higher pace than they were.
Good forecheck, good transition.
And another whistle for offside. Did you guys see that no goal last night? That offside no goal for the Boston game? Oh, what a bad call on that. I'm not a Bruin fan, but that call last night was terrible. Was it last night or Tuesday? Sorry, Monday. That Monday St. Louis offside call. That was malarkey. That would be something awesome. If we got a Knights Avs first round, that would be fucking huge. Just my 2 cents, but that would be huge if Colorado and the Knights played each other in the first round. Like, I don't see it happening because Colorado would have to be second in the Western Conference, first in their division. I just don't see anybody taking out Winnipeg in that. Yeah, that was a good brawl last night. That Ducks-Hawks brawl, damn. That goalie, man, he came from nowhere. I think Vancouver's going to play either Vegas or LA, or Vegas, St. Louis, Vegas, Minnesota. So that'll be Vegas, St. Louis, or Minnesota. Dallas is going to play LA. Oh, that's right. They don't do that anymore. They don't do 1 versus 8. It's 7 versus and 2 versus 7. I hate that.
Minutes, 3 of them by Edmonton. That's why they have the lead 3-2 is the big guns that come to play.
McDavid 106 points, now 1 behind Kucherov. And Louis knows he does not want to have to call. Oh, here's a deep
Zachary Hyman, his second goal of the game. This kid is unstoppable.
Tries to take it away, but no chance, and that zipper right there by Zach Hyman is 45th, second of the game, far in.
4-2 Oilers.
Nugent Hopkins will pick up an assist. He's now got 15 points in his last 8 games against Washington. And Hyman, 13 goals in his last 13 games. What a season for Zach Hyman, who prior to coming to
5:47 left to go in the second period. 4-2 is the score. 18-11 are your shots for the Oilers. One more goal and that should put them away, folks.
He looked at this lineup, understood that with his skills and the skills that were already here, he thought
Ole, 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 ole. Bad giveaway. This guy's got some really good edges. Assist goes to number 93, Ryan Nugent Hopkins.
A leaping Mallenstein couldn't get there. Here's Draisaitl flashing a pass, looking for Vogel. So Edmonton back in front by.
Are we gonna get a Hattie for Heine's?
Oilers scored the first 2. Washington tied it. Edmonton has gotten the next 2. So now the Caps find themselves back where they were 7 minutes into the game, trailing by 2 on the road in what Tom Wilson called most important game of the year for Washington.
This is supposed to be the most important game of the year for Washington, and you came out like this?
Zach Hyman rushing onto the ice. Got checked down to one knee, pops back up as Sandin discovers Jensen with an outlet. Hits the
Offside
net,
for
and that
Washington.
would be an offside as Stetcher catching him with a bit of a clip. Well, we've been waiting.
I will say this: I'm kind of disappointed in Crosby. I am disappointed in Crosby. I'll put this out there on record. I am not happy what Crosby did to the Pittsburgh Penguins this year, but it's his right. He earned it. I just feel like it was selfish. I didn't think so when I first heard the news, but how can you not think about it any other way? High sticking? No.
My partner Louis DeBrusque facing summer of I told you so.
I mean, oh, that would have been sexy.
Held it out. They get banked off Van Riemsdyk and Darcy Kemper.
The reason why I'm not happy with Sidney Crosby is because an insider friend of mine told me about a trade that was proposed from a Western Conference team to Pittsburgh for Crosby. He didn't tell me what team it was, but he said they offered 3 first-round picks and 2 prospects for Sidney Crosby. Pittsburgh was going to pull the trigger. Sidney Crosby said no. I respect his loyalty. I respect Crosby's loyalty to the Penguins, but he kind of screwed them over by not helping them do a rebuild this year. If you would have said yes to that trade, you instantly helped the Pittsburgh Penguins rebuild. For selfish reasons, and this is coming from the guy, not coming from me, selfishly, Crosby said, no, I'll stay in Pittsburgh. I think Sid is worth that. And so did this guy, apparently, and so did this Western Conference team. Unfortunately, Crosby's earned the right to say no to everything. Go Caps, go. Absolutely, Rashad. Go Caps, go. They got a comeback in them, right? 3:13 left to go in the second period. I love this guy.
And the speed of this game, you mentioned.
Hey, Raylan. I love this guy. This guy's funny.
This has been a back and forth affair.
Everybody who doesn't know, Raylan Spencer doesn't really like the Caps. He just will cheer for every other team that plays in the Oilers, just in this chat, just to see what I would say to him. Ooh. How many goals does Hyman finish with? 72. 72. Just to be fun. He'll finish with 72. 4 behind Matthews. How you doing, buddy? How's Raylan doing? I missed you on Sunday, my friend. I know that. That's why I said I didn't. That's why I said you don't hate the. You don't hate the. You just. I honestly think you just do it to see what my reaction is.
It just really rubs off, and sometimes it takes a little bit for the veteran players to say, "Okay, it's time to turn things over. They're used to doing things a certain way." But that
I agree. I agree with you there, though, at Edmonton. I wouldn't have made that trade, but if a team's willing to do that, take it, right? You gotta take what's theirs, right? But Crosby being loyal. Just imagine that for a second, though. If Pittsburgh would have traded Crosby and Malkin at trade deadline, got 4 or 5 first-round draft picks for next year and the year after, they'd be stacked for another decade run. Sunday was the Pittsburgh game, and I don't do Sunday's games. So any games on Sunday I'm not here for. BW's got you guys covered. Hopefully you guys are all here to cheer him on as well. His streams are a little different than mine, but still very entertaining and always worth the watch. That's icing against the Oilers. In my mind, imagine if Pittsburgh did trade, or do trade next year, Malkin and Crosby, and get a bunch of first-round picks. That's stacking Pittsburgh for decade and a half, like they did when they got Malkin in the first, Crosby first, Letang first, Fleury first, Stahl first or second. Like, they tanked for 6 years in a row to get those good players. Won 3 cups doing it. Can't knock it.
But in that comes opportunity for other players.
Absolutely. And I don't understand why teams would ever get mad at that. Suck for a little bit. Who cares?
This is a team you feel if they get in there, they're dangerous.
Tip by Ovechkin in front, went off the ankle of TJ Oshie, and a clear by the Oilers back to center.
But everybody hated on the Oilers for getting all those first overall picks. Pittsburgh did the exact same thing. I disagree, though, Rylan. I disagree. The way Pittsburgh has been playing, if you get rid of Crosby, oh, Jesus, please no race. If you get rid of Crosby and Malkin, you're guaranteeing yourself bottom 5 every year. Because that's a cross-check, Oshie. What are you complaining about? You can't cross-check somebody like that. Like, that's a 2-hand cross-check. That's called all day, every day, twice on Sundays.
So a little too aggressive on that one.
That is very true, Raylan. I can't even combat that because that is so true. That is so true. They hit on their picks. I can't even hate about that. I'm mad that I can't even hate on that.
tunnel between Nugent Hopkins.
How did we lose a sub tonight? Yeah, because bots.
Bouchard at the point.
People don't like me. They don't like me. TJ Oshie, number 77.
Bouchard beats him to it. A leaping Carlson batted it down. And Cousins in the D zone. That's a legal hand pass. It's cleared by down.
That was a good vertical by Carlson. He got up there to knock that back.
Just checking.
Bouchard drifted to his left. Kicked it back to the on-rushing Connor McDavid. Already with a goal and 2 assists tonight. Bouchard across the dry side.
I'm not worried about losing subs because for every sub we lose, we gain 10 more.
Bouchard on to Nugent Hopkins. Bouchard, McDavid with a minute to go. Bouchard.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
Bouchard got tired.
Scores! Evan Bouchard!
94 miles an hour of pure heat.
It was an absolute boost bomb, and I don't know if this clipped Hyman in front of the net because he was standing right there, but excellent screening. From my eyes on the bench, I had the perfect view of this shot going through. And I mean,
What song is that?
Zach Hyman in front. He's got to jump to try and get out of the way of this one because this one goes right through him.
Ryland, you're awesome. Oh, God, you're awesome.
Hat trick for Zach Hyman.
I think he gets this one. Good eyes, Lou.
I can just tell by his reaction.
No, hat trick Hyman. Hyman with the hat trick and nobody celebrated.
I just want to make it work. It's pretty safe to say it's clicking. That's a third power play goal this game. Made short work of that one, and we just talked about the killer instinct and the timing of it.
Tripping.
And here's a tripping call coming up. But here's the goal again. We think might go to Hyman on the boost bomb. And from this angle, you'll see once he takes this shot, Hyman in front, it definitely changes a little bit of an angle there off. I mean, he tried to get out of the way, but
Right
it probably was
kneecap?
better off.
Watch that right kneecap. Did it skim off it?
I'm sure they'll figure it out. But those are so hard to tell. I mean, the thing's got to be around 100 miles an hour. It's Troy Stetcher going to the box for the second time.
Troy Stetcher's second penalty tonight.
That never tells you.
Gotta be bad, gotta be bad.
Here's a wrist shot by Ovechkin, a save.
Stu with the big save.
So the Caps trying to answer on the power play. And offside, LaPierre.
Stetcher, you need to be better, bud. Need to be better.
That sent Troy Stetcher to the box as he steps up. It's not the first one. It's the fact that his stick kind of gets wrapped in between the legs of McMichael when he takes him down. Stetcher's an intense player. He doesn't want to obviously be in the penalty box after his team just went up by 3 goals.
Oh.
Second time tonight for him.
Oh, you'll get some play La Bamba after the game.
Announced Bouchard in house.
We only do that for wins.
Bouchard's goals from Draisaitl and McDavid.
We definitely can't be doing that during...
4-point night. And
Hey, I said 5-3 Edmonton, so that works. You're okay, eh? 9 seconds left to go in the second period. This penalty will carry over to the third.
Shot is chattering. Final 5 seconds. Ovechkin could not thread it through. Or rather, Carlson
1:22 left to go in the
5 goals on 12
power play.
tonight.
5-2 Oilers.
Lead to the break. Stetcher will be in the box for a minute 22 to start the.
Troy Stetcher taking 2 penalties in this game. Never a good thing when you're trying to impress the bosses to keep you in the lineup. Not only 2 penalties in the game, 2 penalties in the second period. Stetcher, what are you doing? I'm going to do some research right quick, folks. Because that's what I do. Yeah, Penticton was good that year, though. Ooh. That is very interessante. 5 players have worn the number 51 for the Edmonton Oilers. Can you name the third guy to wear it? I will give you the first 2. Andrei Kovalenko, 1997 to 99. Kyle Brodziak, Brodziak, from 2000 to 2009. Who was the one that wore it after Brodziak? No Googling it. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Philippe Cornier wore it in 2012. And then Anton Lander wore it in 2014-17. And then Troy Stetcher is wearing it this year. Ooh. What number has never been worn by the Edmonton Oilers? There's a few numbers that have never been worn by Edmonton Oilers. Well, obviously 69. Although somebody should wear 69. 89 has been worn by an Oiler player 3 times. Lupo, we love the stats, guy. We love your stats. That is such an undervalued and underappreciated. Double zeros, obviously. Take 69 and double zeros out. Absolutely. 89 has been worn by Mike Comrie, Sam Gagner, and William Lagesson. '95 and '96 have never been worn by the Oilers. Wait, I know, '97. That's right, '95 and '96 have never been worn by the Oilers. Believe it or not, neither has 61 or 53. That's interesting that 61, 53, 96, and 95 have never been worn by the Oilers. 34 was worn by an Oiler 20 times. The latest one to wear 34, Tyler Bunns, back in 2015. The best player to ever wear the number 34. And I'm biased because this guy is a really good guy in real life. Huge giver in my community. Fernando Pisani, the Italian stallion. I love Fernando Pisani. I think that Pisani is one of the most stand-up guys I've ever met. Number 20. Good question. Has been worn by 28 players in Oilers history. The last person to wear number 20? Slater Kulik. 01 has been worn by 13 players. Laurent Brossoit was the last person to wear 01. The first person to wear 01 was Don Cutts, 1980. The best player to ever wear number 1? Grant Fuhr. Number 1 is the most worn jersey for African American players and goalies specifically, especially in the Oilers organization. Grant Fuhr, Peter Ing, Joaquin Gage all wore the number 1. Number 11, only one guy in history wore number 11, Marquis Messier. It's crazy to me that the jersey that gets worn the most it is crazy to me that the jersey that got worn the most in Oilers history, and I don't understand why this is. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Jesus, I just had that stat here. Believe it or not, is the number 20. 28 players, followed very closely behind by the number 8, worn by 26 players. 39, worn by 6 players. Sam Carrick is the latest one. Alex Chiasson wore it. Andres Nielsen. Brogdon Yakimov, if you ever heard that guy. The well-known player that wore 39, Doug Waite from 1994 to 2001. What a great stat that is. Oh no, so what is it, like 15-1 now for Vancouver? Avs scored. The score's got to be 15-1 by now. Only 4 players have worn the number 17. Yuri Curry, Cam Connor, Scott Thornton, and Rem Murray was the last Oiler to wear the number 17, obviously because it got retired. 83, well that's easy. 83 is Alex Hemsky. I mean, Matt Benning wore it too. Dude, that's awesome, man. I have a Grant Fuhrer picture that I showed some people today. I love it. I'm a huge fan of Grant Fuhrer. And I get that his nickname was Cocoa Puff, and I know why his name was Cocoa Puff, but still, I thought it was like 15-1, to be honest with you, the way that the Vancouver Canucks were scoring. Luke Gazdic. Luke Gazdic is awesome. Oh, Lukey. Good guy. Him and Ryan Jones. I have a story of Luke Gazdic and Ryan Jones. So way back when players, or especially the lesser known players, could go out to eat in Edmonton, we're sitting at a Humpty's restaurant, me and a couple of my buddies. It's probably like, I'm going to say mid-afternoon, 5, 6 o'clock. And we're sitting there enjoying our breakfast slams. And in walks 2 Oilers, Luke Gazdic and Ryan Jones. They sit across from us. I know it's them. My buddies know it's them. We leave them be because, I'm not that fanboy. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, he's a hockey player. I'm professional. I know not to bug them when they're eating. Wait till after. You know what I mean? So they're eating, and me and my buddies get up to go to leave. And so I casually walk over and shake their hands and say thank you for everything you do for the Oilers. And they're like, oh, you knew who we were. It's like, yeah, we all knew who you were. We're not going to say it too loud because there are others in the restaurant that if they found out that these 2 guys were sitting there, probably would bombard them and get autographs. They just want to enjoy a meal, right? Like, leave them be. So we walked out, and they walked out shortly after. We were still in the truck. They walked out, and they said thank you for not making a big hoopla. And I was like, that's great. Like, I don't understand why more people do. Like, why? They're human beings, too. Like, I don't understand it was Connor McDavid going to get lunch at, like, the Keg or Steakhouse. Absolutely. If you see Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, those guys, absolutely make a deal. But these are fourth-line guys. Like, yeah, they were still a huge part of that Oilers team in 06. But that's just my 2 cents. Like I said, I've lived a very blessed life. I've had ups, I've had downs. I've been kicked in the teeth, and I've been kicked in the nuts. But I'm still here. Still walking straight. That's all that matters, right? How are you guys enjoying the game so far? Are you guys as excited as I am to see this game? Or is it just one of those games in March that you just want to get over because The season's coming. Postseason's coming. Oh, Nick Dowd for high sticking. Dylan Strom for high sticking. A lot of high sticking. In case you guys are joining late, the game is 5-2 for the Oilers. Oilers started off hot with a goal from Draisaitl, assisted by Hawkins and McDavid. Followed very closely by Connor McDavid, assisted by Bouchard and Draisaitl on the power play. Then Miroshchenko scored to make it 2-1. Followed as a power play of their own, Connor McMichael scored to make it 2-2. And then, a minute later, Zachary Hyman scores his first of the game to make it 3-2 Edmonton, assisted by McDavid and Kulak. Ending the first period 3-2 for Edmonton. In the second period, the Oilers scored 2. Zachary Hyman, assisted by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And as you just saw in the power play with a minute left, Evan Bouchard, assisted by Draisaitl and McDavid. But I have a feeling that we are going to change that goal to Hyman, assisted by Bouchard and Draisaitl. McDavid loses his assist, but Hyman gets the hattie. That's what I'm calling. I'm calling it right now. Hyman got a hat trick. Yeah, I know. I feel you. We all thought it'd be close. Who knows? Washington may have a comeback in them. No, they don't. But they may. Might, maybe. You never know, right? It's the NHL. Anything is plausible. Anything is possible. So the Oilers do the tripping. And the Capitals do the high sticking. Oh, what a great game. This is Saskatchewan versus Alberta. In case you guys don't know, this is the U Sports, as they call it now. But I still call it college hockey. What a great day that was. Oh, definitely going to win this one. Stetcher tripping at 2:05. And then Stetcher again tripping at 19:21. So he started the period in the box, ends the period in the box. Not a good period for Troy Stetcher. I do the mapping. I do the flapping. And if you guys know what that's from, congratulations. You guys are parents. Golden Bears versus Saskatchewan Huskies. I'm a Husky fan myself. Excuse me. As I cough all over the airwaves. You go get yourself some sleep, buddy. Thank you for popping in. We greatly appreciate you. We appreciate everybody that comes in. Especially from overseas or out east. You guys are amazing. 17 little Johnstons on TLC. That's crazy. That's a lot of freaking Johnstons. Yeah, they do. They recruit really well. U of A definitely does a lot of good recruiting. Because they have the facility to do it, right? Like, they have... Yes, Saskatchewan was where Mike Babcock was coaching for free. And I loved him as U of S coach. Yes, Lubo, somebody did predict 5-2 Oilers earlier. Absolutely. I kind of hope they'd chime up and let us know who they were, because they might be right. We got a minute and 11 seconds left before we're back for the third period. Shots on goal are 21-15 for them Oilers. How about them Cowboys? Washington had 5 shots in the first period, scored 2 goals on 5 shots, only 3 saves for Skinner. 10 shots for the Oilers, so 7 saves for Kemper. 11 saves in the second period by Skinner. That's better. Sorry, 10. And 9 saves for Kemper. So Kemper not doing too good on the save percentage. Oilers are 3 for 4 on a power play. Washington is 1 for 3 on the power play. You think Washington gets 1 or 2 more power plays this period? Oilers don't get anything and Washington gets 1 or 2 more? I think it's possible. That first goal that Leon Draisaitl scores on the power play? I totally fluffed that one, didn't I? Yeah, Doug Wade, man. That guy was a special Oiler. I kind of wish we would have had a better team around him. "45 seconds left till we go live. 3, 2. I'm giving that goal to Hyman. I know people are going to get mad at me, but I just have a feeling it was Hyman's goal. 1908. 14-13. Hawkins finding himself all over the score sheet. Cannot be too mad about that.
Tapped his chest. Watch. If we roll that last replay, he tapped his chest.
And the players know. I'm not sure. I thought if you look at that replay even, it looks like the puck is lower after it hits Hyman, right?
Right there. Boom.
Yeah, it's a little lower after it hits Hyman. I mean, listen, he's a little sheepish and saying...
Throw the hat! Throw the hat! Throw the hats!
Sure, we'll change it later. So we talked about it being a critical moment.
Talk about getting a hat trick and nobody throws a hat on the ice, eh? If he gets another one, throw the hats, boys.
Score that power play goal late in the third.
And that was good work by our crew to kind of let that roll through. To me, the tap on the chest is as definitive as you're going to get, and probably more so than watching that shot 100
I
times.
don't think it was really that difficult to go ask the players.
There's Tony Strome to pick the line.
Nobody seems to want to do that, and I don't understand it. They're not going to lie. I don't think anyway.
Lapierre to the point. Carlson unable to stuff it through. This is a Washington power play, remember. And if the Cavs score here, it's game on. So an important kill for the Oilers. They haven't salted this one away just yet. Washington 1 for 2 on its power play tonight. Lapierre in from the left-hand side. Ovechkin lurking. Will wind it around the boards. Snapped in front. Oshie one touch over to Carlson. Given back to Carlson a second time. Try to give it a third time. Carlson finally sets up Ovechkin. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Whistled across. Lapierre to Oshie, taken off his stick, and here comes Connor Brown. Yanmark busting down the seam. Brown trying to float it in front. That was batted.
Connor Brown. Anybody get Connor Brown there?
For Washington on the power play, the Oilers get the kill when they needed it. And the 5-2 lead remains intact.
Anybody but Brown there, that's a goal.
Still in Strome. In front.
Big save by Stu!
Time by Skinner. He's only got 14 saves, but 2 of them have been point-blank denials. And worse, the second-best goal scorer in the history of the game.
I mean, he's been
Yeah, second best. He's okay. He's okay to be second best.
Distances have been saved, but he's been in tight a couple of times, and that one that you mentioned, the first save of the game.
Oh, unreal. Swing and a miss for McDavid. Following a save by Kemper, point blank on Draisaitl. Now we've got a penalty.
McDavid's going to box for tripping.
A sheepish and wry grin coming from the Edmonton
Wilson
captain.
falls over. Way too easy, though, if you ask me.
He's going right back out onto the ice, and here's the puck that gets up on Henrique on the penalty kill. He's done a nice job stepping in and really shutting things down, but it comes up and flips him. He'll go down for some repairs down into the dresser with TD4s. And then here's the Ovechkin chance to get beautiful pass by Strome. I mean, he threads this through a number of sticks and bodies off the upper part of the pad to take that away.
What a save by Stewart.
Chance in tight. And then here's the penalty here. McDavid just kind of continues to go through. And
Oh, Patchies.
keeps his feet moving, gets taken
You
down.
fallen piece of...
Face
2:10 into the third period, and the Oilers are already on a penalty kill.
It's a conversation on the Oiler bench.
Let's go. Come on.
Well, again, it's
Delay a game, ref. Delay a game. Call a timeout.
Dolphins a little disappointed how long Alexander.
Call a timeout.
Took a breath. He was sitting beside me, right beside me on the bench. Got some tape around. You can see new fresh tape around the shin pads, buckled down, and then
That's delay a game. Like, come on.
more of a breather.
Fucking Bush League.
Move by Ovechkin, and Chris Knobloch said, "Hey, what's going on? We have last change, don't we?"
Yeah, exactly. Oilers should have had last change. Nope.
I think Ovechkin
Not in this NHL league.
not afraid to play from time to
That's
time.
just a grizzled vet. Cagey move right there. Buy yourself some time.
Stops lucky that Ovechkin didn't hear his point about taking him off the 2 minutes on the power play. I'd love to see Bob say Alex.
For a guy that doesn't sit on the power play, and then he sits for a minute and a half after the power play. Like, what's the fucking point?
Much, but you're still out there moving, shooting, and sometimes you're working more than others. Obviously, he's always the target.
Hendricks LaPierre. Miscommunication.
Fogle needs to hit Ovechkin there. Vulnerable to get hit in the mush right there.
To Oshie and then whistle up the right-hand side.
I don't think CC recognized that Fogle was in behind. He could have just chipped that a little bit higher off the glass and softer, and it would have been a breakaway. But you know what? Don't mess around when Ovechkin's standing on the blue line. Get it down.
Here's Pacioretty in over the line. Connor McMichael. And center just raised the boards, taken away by Connor Brown.
Good play by Connor Brown there. Look at Nurse on his horse. Hey, Bear, how's it going?
Against Sandy.
Long time no see. Hopefully you're doing well. How you enjoying the Wednesday afternoon festivities?
Back to Connor Brown. Forced back down low. Sandy.
Should I say Wednesday night festivities?
Building speed.
5-2 Edmonton, 16-18 left to go in the third period. 25 seconds left to go on a minor penalty to Canna McDavid for tripping on Pacioretty. And Ovi's just standing there waiting for his shot.
Drag was ripped by Ovechkin on the one time. 10 seconds left on the man advantage. 90 miles an hour off the stick of Ovechkin. Return
Penalty killed.
over a stick.
Like I said, just mimic Ovi. Just stand there.
McDavid steps out, receives a pass with the arm to the net. It's blocked. Swing and a miss off the backhand side. Remains 5-2. Caps have squandered 2 power play opportunities here in the third period with a chance to get back in the game. I told you Edmonton's penalty kill has been on the upswing. They gave up 1 early, but they've killed 3 in a row since.
Yeah, it's been real good. It was 11 for 11 in the last 5 games coming in. They gave up the power play goal in the first opportunity for the Capitals, but have shut them out since in the 4 afterwards, or 3 afterwards, sorry. 4 now.
Bouchard off the right-hand side.
Hyman gets dumped.
Flipped in front. And then advanced through to Hyman. 3-on-2. McDavid, Hyman off the left skate. Draisaitl's gone onto the ice. And again, this was the combo that scored the 3-2 goal. Right now, that would be the game winner. Hyman at even strength late in the first. Draisaitl curled it back to McDavid.
That's a win for the Oilers if Ovi gets 1 assist this game. He didn't get any goals. He didn't hurt you. That's a win for the Oilers. Wow.
Down. Chipped it through the middle. Beck Malenstein. Poke checked away by Bouchard. Here's McDavid. Buzzing his way inside. Well played by Faravari. And he got some help backside coverage from Miroshnichenko. Strome to Sandy. Skinner to play. Bouchard up the middle. Adam Henrique having gone off for repairs. Back on the ice with Perry and Kane. Worked ahead for Dylan Strome. To the net. I think Gray's Skinner rebounds Strome, maintains, and then carved off.
Out the door and it goes.
Ethan Bear giving
Let them bitch. They're wrong. You were right. They're wrong. We're right. They're wrong. People can bitch. Let them bitch. So they're right. It went off Hyman's shin. You're going to see the NHL change it. No icing there.
Now Murchison emphatic with that call. 6-5 gone.
Hey, that's okay, Bear. I love those. I'm going to take a quick little 20-minute nap 4 hours later. Wow, I'm well rested now. Fogle. Carrick. Back to McLeod. McLeod to Fogle. Back to McLeod. McLeod.
Double team, and it's muscled out by McMichael. Desharnais rink wide. That's going to be picked off.
That's offside.
McMichael did not.
McMichael.
7 minutes gone.
13:03 left to go in the third period. 5-2 Oilers. Whoo-wee. So I'm having it. Hackery Hyman scored a natural hat trick in the second period. Well, late in the first and 2 in the second. Natty Hattie. They can come at me if they want. I am not changing it. Whoa. Excuse me. McDavid and Kulak. Hopkins got that one. I'm running out of orange ink.
Beautiful pass by Strome, and it's a hard one. It has to be. And Ovechkin knows that if he gets this to the net, it's got a chance taken away with the left pad of Stuart Skinner.
Alex Ovechkin stopped twice. He's got 5 shots in the game. Karavari blasts one in for the Caps, who've been limited to 16. I mean, Ovechkin has a third of Washington shots. And that's another area of weakness for the Caps. I mean, not only do they not score, but they don't shoot that.
Does that work, putting water on it? Interesting. Thanks for that.
Here's Fogle. Edmonton looking to turn out the lights here.
I didn't know that.
It's 5-2, seemingly this game. Under wraps, Draisaitl trying
Well,
to make sure effortless.
Obviously that pen, I'm not saying on the board.
Inadvertently out of play. Even Louis DeBrusque had to chuckle at that one.
What a pass by Draisaitl.
Yes, if you guys see my board over here, it's the top 9 in the Western Conference. It used to be the top 14, but now there's just going to be 9 teams that are in it. Battling. I think there's going to be 4 teams battling for that final 8 spot. Vegas, Minnesota, St. Louis at 3. I think Calgary and Seattle are done.
Brutal back-to-back. They've got to go to Seattle tonight. Now they'll pick up an hour, but you still got to go through the customs. And
yeah.
This is a late game. 8:22 local face-off time.
Yeah, Washington plays Seattle tomorrow. In Seattle. That's an ouchie travel.
Carlson ably held it in.
12 minutes left to go in a third period. 12 minutes left to go in a third period.
I don't think there's been a team that's come through here this year. He hasn't been a little bit annoyed with the schedule. It's just part of it, isn't it?
Shots are 24 and 16 for the Edmonton Oilers. Brown got hit in the mush.
It's tough to hurt that guy. He was belted.
He's solid. Like, I'll give him that. He's a solid motherfucker, that Brown.
All year long. And it's a pickpocket. That's what starts it off, and he's done this a few times. And then it's Obey Kubel who comes in, who's not afraid to throw his weight around. He throws big checks and eliminates, but as you mentioned, takes the hit to make the play.
Yeah. So now a face-off to Kemper's left hand
11:44 left to go.
David and Hyman back out for a 5-on-5 shift. No Matthias Ekholm tonight. The club leader at plus 30 for the season. The Oilers have...
Yes, in case you guys didn't hear, Matthias Ekholm has the flu.
You think of this team as having
Much like Mark Scheifele in Winnipeg has some food poisoning. They must have went to the same restaurant. Met in Saskatchewan and got the sushi from Saskatoon. I don't recommend the sushi from Saskatoon. It's not fresh.
Over Washington. The Friday after U.S. Thanksgiving, here's a steal-off chance. Just out of the reach of McDavid. He got some help from Nugent Hopkins in that endeavor. Steal by Tom Wilson. Drops it off for Van Riemsdyk. Wilson slows up. Capitals knew this was going to be offside, so Strome ragged the wickets of McDavid and leaves it for Pacioretty, who fires off the right shoulder. Skinner doesn't know where the rebound is. Pacioretty tried to funnel it back in front, and it was cleared ahead to the Edmonton.
10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes remaining.
Forced Kemper to make a play on it, and it's Martin Faravari.
I don't mind being the side piece. Just lets me know I'm in the game, right? Got a shot. I got a chance. Anyways, guys, my name is Matt for Oilers After Dark. If you're new here, don't be scared to push the subscribe button. Push the little like button if you've been here before and you're just quietly in the background. We appreciate every single one of you mother lovers. Big save there by Kemper. Uh-oh. We will be going to the Vancouver game after this game is over. We will be showing the duration of the Vancouver-Colorado game. Just a fair warning for all y'alls. There will be bonus coverage tonight.
Leaves it on the deck for Nurse halfway through this third period. Oilers play host to Colorado on Saturday. The Avalanche have got one goal back, but still trailing Vancouver 3-1. Here's a one-timer.
Oh!
Kemper denying Fogle.
That would have been a beautiful Fogle.
Their 10-point lead in the Pacific. Edmonton does have 3 games in hand.
3 games in hand gets rid of that 10-point lead rather quickly. 10-point lead turns into 4. Scores! Warren Fogle! 6-2 Oilers. Even my cup is happy about that.
But the forecheck pays off again, and it's just a little bit off the skate, tic-tac-toe finish by Warren Fogle. Great job here by Desharnais to get it back into the mix. And for Fogle, he just doesn't waste any time. It's off the hop, he puts it short side, off the bar and in, 6-2 to Edmonton now.
6-2 Oilers.
Nick Jensen unable to get a shot away, 2-on-1. Now it's Evander Kane and Connor Brown.
Scores! 7-2 Kane assisted by Brown. Was that Brown? Connor Brown got a goal! Connor Brown! First goal of the year! Number 28! Sorry, BW, we may not get money for this one. Connor Brown, welcome to the party!
building.
Woo!
They are just ecstatic for Connor Brown. It's been a long journey, Jack. But he doesn't hurt you. We talked about this. He's been so good on the penalty kill, good on the walls. I can't remember one play this year.
Oh, it finally happened, folks. It finally happened. Connor Brown gets a goal. 7-2, 9 minutes left to play in the third period.
Well, like it or not, they're along for the journey too. The good, the bad, the ugly, but they show up every night, every single night, and they're happy for him.
Oh, Connor fucking Brown finally does it, folks.
They used to call this city the city of champions. And you play hockey in this building. Sometimes production doesn't matter. It matters what kind of work ethic you show up, and that's what Louis is talking about. And if you didn't get chills listening to that, wow, what a moment. Dare I say
That's huge. That's huge. Good for Brown. Like, that is...
awesome. What a feeling for Connor Brown. His first goal in 73 games, dating back to March 24th.
Even the announcers are talking about it for Washington. That'll lift everybody. Henrique with another assist, too.
Tough year, calendar year for Connor Brown, no question about it. Had the knees.
I called it before the stream. Brown was getting one against Washington. Woo!
Here as he just goes to the net. Great play by Evander Kane. Another strong performance by him. But
They don't ask how, they just ask how many. One!
Look at this! Team Smooth cuts it close. He definitely chooses Gillette Labs for effortless shaving in one efficient stroke. What a smooth finish! Choose your game.
Oh,
Gillette, the best a man can get.
I totally forgot about that one. Race,
For wickets,
you're right. I totally forgot about the Jeff Hardy theme song. I just couldn't help it. My time is now from John Cena. Let's go!
Molson. Everyone in.
The venue at River Cree is your live music and entertainment destination. On March 16th,
Oh,
it's
shit.
of chart-topping hits with multi-platinum.
It's about time, though. As much hate as Brown has got this season,
Tickets now at River Cree.
whether they rightfully so or not, that... Enough with the hate, guys. He shows up every day. Evander Kane. 91, 19, and 28. All in on that goal. Off his skate. He kicked it in. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Just off his skate. Good shit. If that's all it takes to get him off the snide. Wow. That's awesome. Good for Brown. Good for Brown.
Jack, here's his last goal. You got to go back to March 24th, 2022 as a member of the Ottawa Senators. I don't think he ever expected to be this long. But all smiles on the bench now.
First goal in 55 games as an Oiler. Played 4 as a cap, remember? In addition to his time in Ottawa. So a long streak comes to an end. 7-2, and Adam Henrique will get his first point as an Oiler with a second as a
I hope we don't get banned for that, BW. I'm sorry. I hope we don't get a copyright strike for that.
And they had to delay that announcement because they hadn't announced the fourth goal yet. It happened in such quick succession. possession. They announced the field goal before going to the commercial. And then they just
Oh.
and again, as you just mentioned, a great ovation again by this crowd.
2 goals in 17 seconds. And as we talked about, turned out the lights. 7-2. Flipped ahead. Alex Ovechkin with Darnell Nurse back. Fires.
Oh, big save by Skinner on Ovechkin again.
Skinner skipped into the corner. Ovechkin off the rebound.
Do you crack your arse with rabbits?
By the way,
Oh, damn.
the fact that he had 2 right-handed gloves for some reason prepared. Obviously needed a lefty. I mean, he's great, but he's not that great.
What a game.
Oshie trying to force it inside.
Yeah, he's constantly changing gloves. Yeah, watching him on the bench here beside me. He likes dry gloves, so he's got a few pairs
Smoky
of gloves.
moonshine.
One or two on the warmer while he's wearing the pair that he's playing with, and he continually changes them out.
Carlson a shot redirected down, back to Carlson. Off the skate of McMichael, blasted toward the net by Sandin and gobbled up by McDavid. With 6:40 to play in this third period, and this crowd sold out as per usual. 18,347, still buzzing. Sarah Connor.
Hey, Diane.
Is that what they're chanting? Redirected in front by McLeod and a save by Kemper.
How's the baby?
Sonny Milano. Middle of the ice, picked off by Fogle. Big hop.
Yeah, sorry, I should have turned that down. My bad on that. I was excited.
Milano.
I was excited.
Who activates and brings it across the line. Voroshnachenko down low, centering pass off the pads. By Strome, then a wrist shot. Front off by
Brown
Milano.
music goes away.
An outstanding stop, his 20th of the evening. Connor Brown is off the side. They all do.
The second assist, his first point.
Victims of car accidents are exactly that, victims.
Everyday people who need help getting justice.
We've helped thousands of innocent victims.
Get the compensation.
Like I said, I hope we don't get a strike for that. If we do, I apologize for the people. We'll see you in a week. Oh, shit. Yeah, Kimo, we're all happy for Brown. Like that was great.
Australian knockout artist
Marijuana plants. Well, as long as it's not poison ivy.
Vegas to tackle fellow top 10 heavyweight contender Marcin Tavera. Tuivasa faces a tough challenge. His opponent, 7 of his last 9 fights. That'll be 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on Sportsnet 360. Bouchard winding it around the right-hand side. I'm glad our producer Paul didn't think Voroshnachenko was tough enough. He wanted me to get that UFC promo in, eh, Lou? Yeah. They'll pay for that. They're still
Ooh, Nurse with a huge block. I just saw it on the TNT feed.
Brown down low. Brett Kulak. Faribault Edmonton. 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third for the Oilers.
Oilers are just gonna sit back, relax, shoot some pool. 32-21 on the shots for the Oilers. 7-2 score. 5 minutes remaining in the game. 5 minutes remaining.
Carlson, and that'll skip off Obey Kubel and hop into the Oiler bench.
10 minutes to go in the Colorado-Vancouver game. Scores 3-3.
Rebelsis. Ask your doctor if Rebelsis is right for you, or visit rebelsis.ca.
Oh no, waking up babies when they're sleeping. That's a bad habit.
12-2-1 in their last 15 at Rogers Place. And for Washington, still 3 points out. They coughed up their game in hand. I mean, the rest of this trip, Seattle and Vancouver, absolutely massive. If Washington is to find its way into the Eastern Conference wildcard picture, Sandine deflected away by Sam Carey. Oilers, meanwhile, facing Colorado on Saturday night. Can hardly wait for that one. Again, 8 Mountain right here on Sportsnet, CBC, Hockey Night, Canada, Louis, and Hard Ryan 11 parade. Again, 2 teams that have not faced one another all season long. Colorado has dug its way out of a 3-0 hole, by the way, Louis, in Vancouver. I mean, the Avalanche are rolling. They've been fortified at the deadline as well. I can't wait for that one. CC will shoot it in.
I don't care what the stats say. Connor Brown is the first star tonight, boys, ladies and gentlemen. Connor Brown is star number 1. Star number 2 and star number 3, do they even matter? I know you hate doing it, but she can't just sleep all night. She needs to eat.
Untied it. 29 seconds after the tie goal, and Edmonton's never looked back. Nugent Hopkins stopped by Darcy Kemper. Kemper peppered with 7 goals on 33 shots. Now, McDavid makes one move, trying to tuck it in front for Nugent Hopkins. Only to have it stolen away by Van Riemsdyk.
3 minutes left to go in the game. 7-2 Edmonton. Stu!
And sometimes it's just not your night, even for the grade A.
Obi. Obi. Obi.
What a pass by Strome once again. Takes the outside, sets it back across the grain, and look at that. Come up with it. I thought it was in the net, Jack. I got to tell you, from my angle, I thought it found its way through. No, it's in the glove. What a save.
3 of his 7 saves on a
Yeah, it's different.
have been, well, that one and the first
I'm always downstairs. I am always downstairs.
3 point-blank looks for Ovechkin.
I like it down here. It's quiet. It's away from the chaos of a 4-year-old and a 2-month-old. And I get away from my wife as much as possible, too. That always helps. Let's get it, eh? Fucking love it. Ooh, Fogel's feeling it. Fogel's feeling it. Brown's feeling it. Stu's feeling it. This Oiler team is feeling it. Look out, cookout. They got numbers. Yeah. Anna gets the needle. She Tasmanian devil.
Saves and really dialed in, as you mentioned earlier on. It's kind of been something for Stuart Skinner to watch him bring his own game back. After letting up a couple goals early, he has absolutely closed the door. There's the one on Lapierre. That was a real good look. He tried to go just over the pad, and he made the save. It's coming now. We give him credit. Bouchard and the Washington Capitals are just not...
We were right. It is Hyman's goal. Hats are coming raining down now. Hyman with the hat trick. He's like, yeah, about time. About time they know. 5th career hat trick, 4th this season.
And I mean, I looked over at the Washington bench and I'm like, oh, here we go. You couldn't wait until after the game to announce that. Here's when I look at that goal by Zach Hyman. The blast by Bouchard. This is late in the second period. The knuckle puck, boom. You can
They
see
finally gave it to our guy Hyman.
So it was in the air, dropped down, found the back of the net, past Kemper. He provided...
Took the NHL Network long enough to figure it out.
But he even sheepishly went, yeah, I kind of... That one hit me on the way to the net. I couldn't get out of the way. He tried. But congratulations to Zach Hyman, who now has 46 goals on the year.
All right, let's get a look at tonight's hit of the game as they clean up the headgear. Brought to you by James H. Brown, Accident Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters in injury law.
Well, I'm surprised anybody's had to hit this one because it's been pretty fast-paced and guys are getting out of the way. And this one here, Olay. I mean, Tom Wilson, one of the best hitters in the game, power forward. And Troy Sticker says, hey, I've been around for almost 500 games. Gets out of the way of that one just a little.
143 left to La Bamba, baby.
Well, players always know. And once I saw Bouchard defer to Hyman on the handshake line, that little tap on the chest, still the hats pour down.
The hats are still coming down.
That's the other thing about this city, Louis. They don't leave. They love to soak up command performances by the Edmonton Oilers. No
It sucks they took the point away from McDavid, but...
Except potentially the Capitals.
A little late, these hats now, people. I mean, you had your chance to put them on the ice, but they continue to throw them. But yes, I agree. It's, they like to celebrate, that's for sure. And good on them.
Oilers shut out the Caps 5-0. That triggered a run that will now reach 35-9-2, the best record in the league since that November 24th whitewash of Washington. Remember, it was a strange 3 o'clock local time started. Lou, you called it as they walked into the building. You said, I don't like the Caps' chances today. You were right, and Washington unleashed the beast.
I don't like the Caps' chances today. I don't like the Caps' chances tonight. Ethan Bear puts it off the bar. Wouldn't that have been something for Ethan Bear, though? Come back to Edmonton, get a goal. Team gets mollywopped, but hey, you got yourself your goal. Redemption type of shit. If you believe in that sort of stuff. And natty addy for Zach Hyman.
I'll tell you what, Jeff, this Washington team has not gone away. In a game like this where it's 7-2, and I mean this game was done, I think, in the late goal of the second.
49 seconds left to go in regulation. 49 seconds left to go. The game is 7-2, and you're really saying that they're not going away? The Washington Capitals are still in this game. Are you serious right now, Louis? Is your head so far up, like Sportsnet's ass, that you spew shit when it's 7-2 for the other team? Good Lord.
Pokes it into the Washington zone. Trevor Van Reeves like a turnover.
Perry almost makes it 8-2.
Looking for .900, denied by Kemper a second time tonight. Kemper's, some of his best work has been at the expense of the 38-year-old vet.
He's been sniffing around it again, and this is the forecheck by Edmonton once again. Little bobble of a puck over a stick, and it's quickly brought right back to the net again. And Perry, guess who's standing on the doorstep?
St. Kemper off a knuckler from Troy Stetcher. His Oiler debut tonight will be a successful one as Edmonton wins this game without the services of Ekholm.
Those are big shoes to fill. Good job by Stetcher to step in there, play the left side as a right-handed defenseman as well.
Final 10 seconds. Alan Stein sends one wide. Carrick will skate out the remaining.
That's the ball game, folks. Oilers win. Oilers win. Play the Bomba, baby. Pittsburgh got beat 4-0. Washington gets beat 7-2. The Metropolitan has no answer for these Oilers.
A couple by Edmonton in the second and a couple more in the third.
But don't go anywhere, anybody. Don't go anywhere. We got another game. We got a game to talk about. Give me about 30 seconds. 2:04 left to go in the Colorado-Vancouver game.
Today, when it comes to following sports, a basic box score just won't cut it. Get the stats.
And they are in commercial break. I will be back.
So you won't just see
Baby's awake now. I gotta get my baby cuddles in, but I'll be back before the commercial break is over.
You'll know how hard he shot. And you won't just get OB shot total. You'll know where he shot it from. Even if they're all from the same place. Know more about every stat, every shift, and every star with NHL Edge.
Enjoy your trip no matter what with BCAA Travel Insurance. Get emergency medical coverage and more from BC's Top Choice.
When it feels like all that's left is work hard, it's time to play again. Easily find your next favorite game with buildup.net. Free casino games, poker tips, and sports odds. Make a play.
Hey, what did you do? Well, listen to music, took a hike, ran from the rain, went up a hill, went down a hill, made a friend, went for a paddle, played in the puddle. Oh, and we got pies.
We put more into every RAV4 because we know more is what you do.
Want your child to experience a moment they'll never forget? Enter your child now for an exclusive opportunity to be the Toyota Junior Trainer to Canucks regular season home game, where they'll get a behind-the-scenes look at how the Canucks and the trainers prepare for a game and receive a Toyota Junior Trainer prize pack. Get your entries in. Trainers, fans, management, coaches. Nail-biting time here in this one.
You said at the start, Shorty, it had a little bit of a playoff atmosphere to it, and as the game rolls along and it's a comfortable lead and then it's not, this is a playoff game now.
Rantanen lifts one out to center to Schuster, trying to get around Soucy. Able to work his way in on the left wing. Soucy reaches out to knock the puck off his stick. McCann there in support. As forced the puck around to the near side. Rantanen gets there ahead of Besser. Mikko Rantanen puts one in the middle. Besser broke that up, hooks the puck to the line. McCarr just kept it in. Pass for McKinnon didn't work. McCann trying to settle the puck, taken away by McKinnon. Now the Canucks get in the line again, kept in by McCarr. Couple chances to clear. Here's Taves, gets a return pass from McKinnon. Long wrist shot at it. DeSmith made the save and steered the puck to the corner. Ian Cole with a minute 10 to go ahead to Besser. He'll feed to Soucy, and the Canucks are changing, so he'll buy some time in his own zone.
1 minute left in the third period. 1 minute remaining in the third period. Here comes Vancouver. Oh, can't get past the Colorado defenders. Now you guys are going to see the mellow, relaxed me again. Oh! Good defensive play there by Zadorov. Shots are 32-21 for Colorado. Scores 3-3. Vancouver, Colorado, with 15 seconds left to go in the game. 17 seconds. And that's a penalty against the Vancouver Canucks. Yikes. Suchi. Oi, oi, oi. Not looking good for them Vancouver Canucks. Bad penalty to take by number 7. Oh. Just put it behind your net. You got less than 10 seconds left. Bad play, bad play. Well, that guy is not too happy. That guy is not too happy at all.
Correct. So Lindholm and Rantanen.
To the right of Casey DeSmith.
Face off won by Vancouver. He'll just hold it there for 5 seconds, not allowed to, but that's okay. Going to overtime, although Colorado does have the lead in overtime for the power play.
Game that saw them claw from 3-0 down to tie it at 3 through 60.
The goal with 2 seconds left at the end of the second period turned the way this game was going to look in the third. 2 goals by the Avs, and now a penalty in the last 10 seconds of the third, and the Avs will have a chance to win it on the power play.
Canucks were in overtime recently. It was on the last road trip, and a guy who's becoming all too familiar scoring overtime goals got it.
Here's Miller. Quinn Hughes. JT Miller down to Besser. Miller scores! There's overtime goal number 9 as a member of the Canucks. JT Miller, 96 seconds into overtime.
Oh. Good night, Northern. Thank you for being here, by the way. You're so awesome. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you on Saturday. Well, the Oilers like losing when they're up 3-0, 2-0, so I guess you can. It doesn't look good on you, but you can do it, right? Let's go, Canuckheads.
They scored on a 2-man advantage early in the third period to make it 3-2. That was McKinnon with that blast on the one-timer. And Rick Tocchet's team facing a huge challenge here to start the 5-minute of what is normally 3-on-3, but it's 4-on-3 to begin. In this case, Bluger, Cole, and Juleson out in the penalty killing role. The cast you'd expect for the Avalanche: McKinnon, Rantanen, Nichushkin, and Makar, as you detailed, right?
Absolutely. Your support is greatly appreciated. Cale Makar.
Here's McKinnon.
To Nathan McKinnon.
Dangerous proposition. Nichushkin takes one back to Makar. Rantanen on the far side. Makar takes his pass. Over to McKinnon, fakes the one-timer, moves in the middle, fakes it again, gets to Makar. Watched by Bluger. Here's McKinnon shooting. Tipped in. Went off Juleson.
That sucks. Off of Juleson, over the goalie's glove, and in the back of the net. 4-3 Colorado in overtime, thanks to a power play for puck over glass. Anticlimactic on that one. Horrible.
Set up, you can only do your best to try and get in front of the puck as much as you can. Juleson blocks this shot. I think this is going to be Nichushkin's goal as the puck deflects once.
Off his face.
And in the net.
Oh, off Nichushkin's face and in the net. Zachary Hyman type of goal.
So that's Nichushkin's goal.
Yeah, I agree with you, Lubo. I agree with you 100% on that. Talkett is going to rip these guys a new asshole. I feel bad. I feel bad for the Vancouver Canucks players right now. You did, BW. You stood up for that mofo. One goal. Hey, maybe that'll turn his season around. We don't know. Anyways, guys, my name is Matt for Oilers After Dark. Hopefully you enjoyed the minute and a half, 2 minutes of special time with Vancouver. We'll see you guys on Saturday when the Edmonton Oilers host these Colorado Avalanche at 8 p.m. Hockey night in Canada. Enjoy the days off. See you on Saturday. In case you missed it, Oilers win 7-2. Connor Brown gets a goal. Woo woo! Dirty Dan came in here and said Kings. What? What Kings? What about them Kings? Go Kings, go. You know what? I am cheering for the Kings the rest of the way. Not to beat the Oilers or anything, but to stay ahead of Vegas. I want you guys to realize the pain the Oilers are going to put you guys through in round one. So I want Vegas to get the 8th seed. I actually want Vegas to get the 9th seed and not even make playoffs. And then LA Edmonton, third time's a charm round one. LA can feel the wrath of a really good Oiler team. Because LA disappointed at the trade deadline. They didn't do anything. That's just bad. Bad GM. Terrible. But thank you for coming here, Dirty Dan. We'll see you guys on Saturday. Enjoy.